Okay, off your mic, it's okay. She off your mic,
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call am hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind. Oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner. Oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. This one not dey off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he dey hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Poor man pikin, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, la mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, la mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o.
Good morning to you, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiegun live.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Politico. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun diary.
Share the broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends. I have some beautiful information for you. All of my brothers and sisters, the Yoruba brothers and sisters all over the world, home and abroad. Again, this broadcast tonight is going to be a follow-up to the one we did last night. Therefore, it is also going to be mixed, Yoruba and English. It is very, very crucial, this period, and I will explain a little bit to you, my friends who are non-Yoruba language speakers. We are at a very, very crucial time in Nigeria as we speak. And we have realized that the situation has gone beyond complaining and then maybe lobbying and pressuring in a way that we are expecting others to make that reversal to this dwindling fortune of Yoruba people in Yoruba land in Nigeria of today. As much as many people are still living in denial, especially the one Nigerianists, as we call them, they are living in denial, hoping that maybe, just maybe, something is going to happen that is going to change everything. Many of us are not open on that anymore. We are beginning to act in a way that has never been seen before. And that is why many people actually see us as dreamers. And this time, the people I want to indeed get really involved, the people that I actually wanted to know that this is no longer a joke. Those, many of us like myself, Yorubas, from the western part of Nigeria. Our politicians have become a part of the system to keep us kind of stagnant as we are, developmentally and otherwise. So many of us who are in the diaspora, have been footing the bills, sort of shouldering the bills of our people back in that Nigeria as their politicians continue to loot them, shamelessly and pretty much like, without any remorse. So many of us, the responsibility is falling on many of us, and we want to take it a bit further to cut down this hemorrhage. Therefore, my message is mostly tonight is going to be for the Yoruba people, my people from the western part of Nigeria, because of the content of what I'm about to share with them. And like I said, you are welcome to read the comment to start with. And at the same time, you too can possibly maybe call in and then make a bit of a contribution or ask questions. As said, tonight is going to be all about that, by the way. So as a follow-up to what we had the last night, I spoke with my team, by the way, and then we came up with something I want to share with you. In the next few weeks, okay, we are going to go real public with all of these plans that we have. And it is always better to let every one of us know, where are you going to get involved in this? How and where do you think you'll be much useful? In the last 3 months, let's start from that. In the last 3 months, I have been in touch, or let me say, so many people have been in touch with me, genuinely. Yorubas who are indeed interested in, number one, the safety, the security in Yoruba land. There are those who are interested in the people, developing the people and the rest of that. There are those who are interested in humanitarian gesture towards our people. And for those who are interested in security, who have offered their expertise, even to the politicians in Yoruba land, those ones who are in government in Yoruba land, I am talking about those who have offered their expertise right from here in the UK, from the US, and also in Canada. There are 3 people who have been in touch, Yorubas, who are so passionate, and they are sad that our people are trapped in what is befalling Nigeria today. And it's pretty much like we are powerless or helpless. So they feel so agitated. Now, finding what we are doing, which we called initially the Yoruba Rescue Fund, I have a proposal on that today. I am going to be proposing that we change the full name of what we are about to do to Yoruba Rescue Team in a way that you can call yourself a member when it goes public and it goes live. Once you join, you can say, I am a member of the Yoruba Rescue Team. Now, we would no longer want to make the focal point of our own mission to be fund, because it's bigger than fund. That is where you come in. In the next couple of weeks, we are going to launch this. It's going to go public, live. And we are targeting, registering at least, when that happens, right, at least 1,000 eligible Yoruba sons and daughters all over the world who is interested in this movement, call it that. Now, once you join and you become a member, then at that point, you can also take it further. Where can you be active in all of this? It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you are living. It doesn't really matter your class or whatever other thing that make you feel like I don't fit in. You are going to fit in. And this is how. By the time we go public, the first 24 hours will give you the opportunity to join. Now, when you join, your particular job at first is to possibly tell others too. I mean, if you find it much interesting to be part of it, why would you tell others? That's how to grow that, right? We'll do that part when we get to that. Then the other part of it is where you can then volunteer. How? Our project involves you as a Yoruba man, a Yoruba woman, young or old. Once you are, agile enough to do the runnings, right? We want representatives in every city of the world. Every city, wherever you are living right now, you will become, the moment you take the volunteering application, if you apply to, the moment you volunteer to be a representative, you will be known as a Yoruba ambassador in your city. Now, your job is to make sure that all the Yorubas in that your city, it doesn't matter where they come from in Yoruba land. It doesn't matter the religion or the belief. It doesn't matter their class or what have you. It will become your job to build this Yoruba rescue team in your city. Now, to keep record of that, we believe that the first 2 weeks, we want to cover more than 200 cities. I'm not talking about just 200 countries. I'm not 200 countries now. I'm talking about the first 2 weeks of our launch. We want to see you who is part of this to take up that role. Once you take up that role, we are looking at 200 cities in the first 2 weeks and 400 in the first 4 weeks. Now, when you do that, what you have to build around you in that area as a coordinator is to help us build, number one, the membership base. Number two, the collection base for all our charity collections, because that is also part of our program. We said something about helping the people back home. There are things that we have to get back in Yoruba land to help our people. There are things that you and I have to contribute, and we have to send them back. Listen, you don't worry how those things are going to be processed and sent back. That is why we are looking for those ambassadors. Now, your job is to be and create collection points for all of this support in your city. That means when you grow the team, you add other people to yourselves. The mandate is one. It is voluntary. Nobody is going to get paid for it. Do you understand? You are not getting paid for doing that. At some point, your logistics will be covered. That is why we call it a fund. So you as a Yoruba man, a Yoruba woman. Now, as I'm saying all of this, I bet you are beginning to picture where you are going to. Don't worry about how are you going to join. All of that is being taken care of right now. The moment we go public and you join, you signed up, that moment you can volunteer. Now we can have more than one volunteer, more than 2, more than 10 in a single city. It is in fact a good thing for us. If all of you in Chicago, for example, and we are seeing about 40 volunteers in Chicago alone, there is no pressure. That means we have found people who genuinely want to work for Yoruba Nation. So how about calling a meeting and meeting together and start the Chicago branch? Same thing with our people in Malaysia, our people in Dubai. Now, this is your project. That is the point. You have to create the presence. And you are no longer going to be asking, what are we doing? What are we going to do? Now, what we are going to be doing, the power of what we are going to be doing will be coming from what you are doing. Now, that is the concept. That is the template. Now, how fast this growth happen is how real this whole thing will become. Now, as I'm saying this right now, the moment you sign up, you are going to see that button pop up. Volunteer here. Where you are going to sign up for volunteering, that is where you are going to tell us where you are. That is where you're going to tell us probably what you do. And then at the time you are going to have for us. The questionnaire for it is short and easily answerable for those who want to be part of that. Now, this is how we are going to generate our organic members in weeks. If this succeeds, in 1 month, we can grow our membership base of this Yoruba rescue team all over the world. We can grow it for more than 10,000. Now, remember, if we now have our volunteers who have created all the collection points all over the world, then we are also going to need the services of many, many of you Yorubas. Should be many of you are living abroad. Abi? And you are also doing what you call clearing and forwarding, freight business. You are collecting luggages from your fellow Yorubas abroad. You are sending them back to Nigeria. Is that not your job? Then you are going to partner with us. Also, when we go public, there's something we are going to call partnership. That partnership is where you, the professionals, importers, exporters, processors, freight and forwarders, whoever you are, this is where you are going to join us. Because wherever you are all over these cities, you are going to help us do all the collection. We don't have to pay FedEx. We don't have to pay this. We don't have to pay that. You will do that job. And all the logistics to make that happen, you will develop them. That is what we call partnership in this process. Now, that's where you come in as a professional. How we are going to work that out and make that happen, that is going to be between us and the teams we are going to put together all over the world. It's not done, no. On this project that we have been talking about of how we indeed want to really get really involved with our people to make the message of Yoruba nation easy to sell, easy to buy, easy to move around, easy, so seamless for you to do. And guess what? The reason why it's going to be easy to do is that all of you that are going to get involved, you are going to be the campaigners for this project. Tell me, if you become an ambassador, Yoruba ambassador in Glasgow, are you saying that when you meet other Yorubas in Glasgow, you're not going to tell them about what you are doing? Are you saying that if you're a member of a coordinator, a volunteer in London, are you telling me that when you go to that African shop and you meet other Yorubas there, you are not going to invite them to your next meeting? Of course you are never going to. You are going to invite them. So this is how you are going to get involved. This is not Maiyegun. This is an idea. You need to buy it. You need to own it. And you need to make it happen. It is segmented. And you see, it is a structure. If we all play our part, every one of us, you will be surprised with what we can achieve in a space of a short time. Like I do tell every one of you all the time, I am a dreamer. And guess what? It seems that I'm not alone anymore. There are many dreamers all over the world. I've spoken with people, Yorubas. I'm talking about Yorubas who are actually they could continue to live their lives abroad. But now that they understand very well the rot that the Yoruba political criminals back home have dipped us into, and how much they have managed to segregate our people from reality, fiction from reality. So they have realized that they need to get involved. How? They just want a structure, a template. How can we do it, Maiyegun? Tell us. The other people will develop it for you, Maiyegun. And that's what I'm doing right now. I don't know all the answers, and I don't claim to know it. I don't claim to know them. But I have an idea, and I'm very confident enough to tell you them. And I am so happy enough that many of you have actually taken them in. Now, taking them in is not enough anymore. It is time for us to bring it to life. And all these complaints, we will no longer be complaining. Guess what? We will take over. We will take control, taking control in so many ways. The intention of this project is to ensure that the real Yoruba sons and daughters all over the world, no matter their background, they are interested in the safety, protection, security, development, progress of Yoruba land and Yoruba people. Now, that means a lot to so many of us. Nigeria continues to take that away from us. And if we don't push back, we are done for. Our children may never survive this. We are never going to be violent. Trust me. There are many ways to kill a cat. Are you following me? And in one of the ways to kill a cat, one of the ways is this. There is no violence. They will scamper if all of us do this together. And I believe we are going to do it. So our program involves bringing people on board. Put a system together. A system that as you are joining as a volunteer in your own city, in your own town, just have it at the back of your mind that every responsibility given to you is expected to be accountable. You are expected to be accountable. And I want to say this for those who understand what I'm saying. If you are given any role in any part of the world on this project, know this, you are replaceable. Maiyegun is replaceable. What I am building with my team is transferable. If tomorrow I want to move on to something, again, I can easily transfer this to whoever we call a successor that will undo this for us. And that means what I'm building with my team is transferable. Maiegun is replaceable in this project. But you see, the structure we want to put in place, if everyone follows it, which we have no choice than to follow it, that is why everyone is replaceable. Are you with me? So the way we are putting it together, if you mess up in your role, you will know it. There is no fight. You will know that, man, I messed up. And our rule is so straightforward. It is not a fight. Once you mess up, you have to give way because you are replaceable. You will know it. You will see who are those who are going to replace you. And the mission continues. Like I said, we are ready to make mistakes. And as I've thrown out this idea, there are people who are better than myself, who are intelligent than me, who are brainier than me, who are much more like a deeper thinkers than me. I have thrown my own layman ideas out there. And guess what? They are already working on it. But instead of sending me messages, instead of you, trying to reach me, Maiyegun, call me. We are not going to do it that way, okay? We are going to do this in an organizational, structural system. That is why when you become a coordinator, our owner from the headquarters here in the UK, you are going to receive all the necessary documents, which will then make you register the same organization in your city. There is no need for you to have an account or anything. We are already creating a fund. That fund is what we fund our own activities. Now, let me take you back to Nigeria, the place where Yoruba land, the place where all of this will be happening in the next 2 months or 3 months. By the time everything is legally put in place, because we are working on that right now, I'm talking about the legal framework for all of this. This is big. This is huge. And it is a huge responsibility that from Maiyegun to every one of us that's going to be part of this is a huge responsibility that you cannot afford to fail. This is no longer about Maiyegun. This is a structure that will be so powerful, so effective in the cause of the mission ahead that it will be as powerful as you make it. So once we fix abroad, once we fix diaspora, once we have all of us pick up our roles, once we have the data of all of us who are coordinators all over the world, reachable coordinator, known coordinators. Remember, the moment you sign up and you become a member, you are going to have access to other members. We are building a community. That's what we are building. We are building a community of Yorubas who are indeed genuinely interested in the Yoruba's affairs, Yoruba's future. We are interested. This is our future. And this is not something that will be decided for us by, men and women of the septuagenarians. I'm talking about 80 years old, 90 years old. Our future cannot be decided or determined by them. This is ours. We have so limited a time. For example, for somebody like me, I am just a 38 years old young man, and you know what? Maybe if I have so much energy and I live long enough, maybe I will have this so much energy for another 22 years. I've got just 22 years, man. 22 years when I will not be able to be this agile, you know what I mean? This kind of angry, who wanted to see something happen. So you that are younger than myself, if this is me inspiring you or getting to get you inspired enough, yeah, this is something we're going to do. It's your future. It's mine. It's our future. So back to Nigeria. By the time we are ready to go public, this fund is also going to be registered in Nigeria, just to pave way for the collaboration and the cover of so many other covers we are getting, which I'm not going to tell you yet. There are many covers that are already in the pipeline. I have already been speaking with some organizations as well who are so interested in this. And as time goes on, you will see them as well. There are a lot of people, there are a lot of organizations, there are people who represent organizations who are interested in what we are doing, and they want to make this the vehicle. This is the vehicle. Let's jump onto it. Let's make a visible difference in Yoruba land that will make it, that will not make it difficult, like you are speaking Panya when you are talking about Yoruba nation in Yoruba land. It shouldn't be this difficult. The politicians, the religious crooks, the royal this and that, they made that happen. We can change all of that, and it's not going to be about just talking about it. It simply means we have to do it. So just this afternoon, some of my guys there, they sent me this, and I said I'm going to actually share that with you. So talking about the name, we are looking at changing the name from Yoruba Rescue Fund to Yoruba Rescue Team, Yoruba Rescue Squad, Yoruba Global Rescue Team, anything that comes to mind. But let me tell you something, the one that actually really sits well with me, if we ever change the name, it's going to be Yoruba Rescue Team. Do you get that now? And by the time we launch that, we are saying that you would have a chance, if you want to do it as a member, you will be able to make your own monthly contribution, which is a minimum of £1. I remember that people said we should stick to dollar, but somehow it will work well for us if we stick to pounds. You don't worry. Wherever you are all over the world, if you make your contribution, just know that if it is £1 you want to be contributing every month from Nigeria, that simply means it's going to be the exchange rate of wherever your exchange rate is. Presently, it's about 780 naira or 790 naira. So if you are making your own monthly contribution, it is possibly going to be 700 or 800 naira a month. So if you are making your contribution from America, your £1 sterling can be $1.20. And if you are making your contribution from here in Europe and you are spending euro, your own exchange rate may likely be £1, maybe £1 10, I don't know, maybe cent as well. I don't know what that is. Wherever you are, you can set your limit based on, you can manually do that too. You can make it a tenner, you can make it 20, whatever it is, it will all come down here in pound sterling. We believe that as this, the first stage, so the second stage of this project, when it becomes bigger enough, we will have the North America, the North America sector, or should we call it a branch? The North America will be headquartered in the United States of America or Canada, wherever you choose. There, as the people, wherever that is, it will be headquartered there, and there will be another possible linked, international account to our own central one at the end of the day. Like I said, all these are just to make your own contribution as little as you might want to make it, and it is voluntary. You don't have to make any contribution if you don't have the capacity to do that. Do you understand? Same thing to if you make your monthly contribution, if you go for that, we call it a direct debit here in the UK, and I bet that's what they call it everywhere as well. That is an agreed amount of what you wanted to contribute every month. Meanwhile, if you also feel like you need to do more, what you need to do is just to what? You need to go on and make your donation. You can do that anonymously as well. That is the plan. But you see, when all these come together, people brought the idea of what we call the, Oduduwa market back in Yoruba land. That's something bigger, right? There is also what we call the security intervention, which includes training and equipment at some point as approved, by international standards, so to say. So we have a team of security experts who are also coming on board. So logistically, the reason why when we pull our resources together is that logistically, we can cater for every need of those who are going to volunteer to make this happen. A lot of things are coming. A lot of things are going on. But what we are doing right now is just to see how we can bring everything together, channel them to a direction, and monitor the progress and the growth. So wherever we are making mistakes, we can be learning from them. Wherever we are making progress, we can be improving on them. On and on and on, we can have a track record of this self-determination struggle, especially in Yoruba land. This is the intention. Now, back home, we've said a lot about the fund. We've said a lot about this, but what we haven't spoken about is the opportunity for those who are going to really, take out all these activities back in Yoruba land. Many of you are watching me right now, like I said yesterday. Many of you are watching me right now from Yoruba land, from Lagos, from Ogun, from Abeokuta, from Ondo, from Osun, from Ekiti, from Kwara, from Kogi, from wherever you are watching from right now. But you don't know that very soon, as those politicians are coming to your streets, they are coming to your city to come and lie to you again, to come and tell you that they have finally figured out the solution. They finally figured out what they can do to make your life better, as they did in 1999, 2003, 2007, 2011, 2015, 2019. They are about to do the same thing in 2023. As they are cooking their own lies there, we are bringing succor and truth to you so that you and us can sit down together and indeed talk about Yoruba nation, your future. Your future in this Nigeria is, do you have one or not? Right? So eventually, many of you watching me right now, you are also going to be volunteers too. You are going to be volunteers. Thousands of you across Yoruba land are going to work hand in hand with so many experts that are going to bring home this project. We are talking about a multi-million naira project. And we are talking about a project that is going to run into hundreds of millions of naira. I'm saying this so that you know what is coming. So you will know that the Yoruba Nation self-determination advocates, especially all of us in diaspora, we are not just talking. We mean business, and we need you too. So many of you are still going to register as volunteers too. Trust me, you're going to register, and we are going to make sure that you are well taken care of. because you are going to be the vehicle that will take this whole package, these whole messages. You are going to take them to your parents. You're going to take them to your family. You're going to take them to your communities. You are going to take them to your colleagues. You're going to take them to your different workplaces. You are going to take them to your schools. You will do that for us. Many of you are going to work with us, hand in hand with us, and we will take care of you handsomely. Thousands of you are already booked down for this, but the process of you being part of us is already being arranged as we speak. Many of you who don't understand what this Yoruba nation agitation and what have you is all about, we are going to make you understand, because you are going to get involved. And getting involved this time around is pretty much like a horse taking you away from these liars, from these deceivers, from these manipulators, from these fraudsters, from these regular faces of corrupt criminals that you have no choice all the time than to choose between them, to choose from them, and then go back home and start praying for coming to God to please come and help you. We are going to be the answered prayer. Yes, Yoruba Rescue Team with our Yoruba Rescue Fund, we are going to be your answered prayer. Many of you who don't understand what Yoruba Nation really means to you, we are going to make you understand. Many of you who are currently, against it, you are going to support it. Many of you who are currently like antagonizing it, and as much as campaigning against it, you are going to convert and be part of it. But how? We will let you know soon. So that's the intention. So many of you are also going to be positioned strategically all over the world. And this is going to be based on the trust of Omoluabi. Some said we should be careful of those who are going to infiltrate us. And I said, calm down. You know, it's a koto akeregbe. Only akeregbe lo ma juwe bi ti won ma fokun sí lọ́rùn ẹ̀. Shall you get me now? The process is going to be pure. You don't need to know anybody. In fact, you are that person we want to know. Yes. Who can I talk to join? Hello, Maiyegun. Who can I speak to? No. You don't have to know anybody. In what I'm talking to you about, if you understood my message very well, you don't need to know anybody. You are the person that everybody should know in that your city. Own it, keep it, defend it, breathe it, live it, and ensure that you protect it. That is exactly what the Spirit will be all about. So at some point, we are going to strategically appoint people who are also going to help us administer this whole worldwide arrangement and movement, so to say. Exactly. So we will always have Tima Keregbe trying to come between us. They call them infiltrators. They call them this and that. My people, don't fear what is not. Let infiltrators come. They will come and walk. That's why you need to have a structure. You need that structure, and you need those who understood the structure very well. Some said, Maiegun, you need to you need to bring idea. People should swear to oath. I said, those things are just, don't worry. You see, when you build something that everybody knows that they have a role, to play, and in that role, you are replaceable, and just one single click can disarm every power you think you have. Imagine, let me put it this way. If you are a coordinator for us somewhere in any part of the world, and suddenly we realize that your ways are not pure, you are about to become shady, let me say this to you, you will only do it once. Okay? So the structure we are putting in place will completely erase you from our platform within a twinkle of an eye. And from that moment, every kind of access you have in that role, every form of access you have will automatically become inaccessible for you. But you will still be a member because you are a Yoruba man or you are a Yoruba woman. The structure we are putting in place is that you will do it once. And there are procedures as well that are being put in place. That's why I said that legally, we are putting a legal framework together as I'm talking to you right now. This is global. So just know that we are safeguarding our interest, and this interest is the interest of the Yoruba people that we have decided to take to heart this time around. Don't worry yourself about anybody. People can do nonsense, and then probably get punished, and maybe they would like to make noise. Don't worry, all of that area is covered. You will know why you are going to get rid of. You will know it. You will know that it has happened, and most of the time, you will voluntarily say, "I'm stepping aside." That is the kind of strict, tight structure I am putting together. But I need your help to make it work. Which means if all of us do this with the real interest, it will be less trouble. It will be less what do you call it, complaints and all of that. Well, I hope that we are all going to play our role as usual, yeah? So my team sent me this earlier when we were still talking about Yoruba Rescue Fund, yeah? Yoruba Rescue Fund. So they came up with this idea again, which is more brighter this way, if you look at it this way. So as our logo, this is the design stage, okay? As our logo. Then they did a little bit of a description here, what this, whole thing is all about, okay? So the first one, which is the thick Y, yeah, that one that looks like V, and then a little bit of a transparent line down the line, yeah, and then the crest of, let me see that. Sorry, I'm trying to get closer. Yeah, you see that crest of Olokun, right? So my team decided to experiment with this. They said, look at this. The V, which is the letter Y, practically letter Y, or let me say technically letter Y. So is the initial text from the logo name, which is the Yoruba. So link with the invincible letter I, which is the Y that is invincible there, which makes the text Y plus I, which is, as it is, yeah. Then they have this, that transparent L or transparent I that join the V that makes that Y. It's also explained there. It says it's an indigenous, hang on. Yeah, says the crest is an indigenous representation of Yoruba land. They represent the abundance, fertility, wealth, healing, and what's that? Secure of life or security of life, sort of safety, and it's mysteries. All right. Sorry, I didn't read that right, by the way, but you can read it right. I couldn't. Anyway, so the idea is described on the screen there, and they were looking at, should we still make it fund, or should we just call it trust? Yoruba Rescue Team. And you can say, I am a member of Yoruba Rescue Team. As for the color, they are still playing about with colors, right? So, but when you look at that logo itself, imagine it on your shirt. Imagine it as a sticker on your car. Imagine that logo as a logo on your tea mug, or a logo on a car or a van, a logo on a plastic bag, something like that. So I am going to open the line, and I'm going to seek your opinion on this, on what I've said so far. So our plan are so great and massive, but by the time we go public, eventually you are going to find a place where you fit in, and you are going to work with us, and you are going to make this happen. Meanwhile, last night we said that we should try and raise some money, which we did, and surprisingly, all of you, my friends, Omo Yorubas, Yomo Yoruba Tata, Adupel. So this is where I am going to switch to Yoruba now. I am glad I could do that long explanation, for both Yoruba speakers and non-Yoruba speakers. Everybody understood what I said, I believe, to some extent. However, I am going to switch to Yoruba now, because this point is where I want to take the message home, like I told you from the beginning. All right? You can still read the comments, maybe you can indeed, maybe you can also call in to chip in what you think is missing, and you can help us as well, because this is an open idea and we are doing great, as some people have been saying in the comments. So Kitty Gbeo, Kitty Gbeo, tó ẹyọmọ ìyá ẹmọlúwàbí ẹyọmọ yẹmi ẹyọmọ Yorùbá nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi. Èyí tá a sọ kù lálẹ́ àná òun ni wípé kí a máa tẹ̀síwájú. Maiyegun máa báṣẹ́ rẹ lọ. Maiyegun máa báṣẹ́ rẹ lọ. Iṣẹ́ rẹ máa ń tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn. Maiyegun ò máa báṣẹ́ rẹ lọ. Ìdí tí mo ṣe tún máa bọ̀ wá fún yín lálẹ́ yìí nìyẹn o. Mo sọ wípé ṣe rí kó tó di wípé wọ́n ṣe àwọn tá a lọ máa mú bọ́ ṣe lọ lọ́ṣẹ̀ bọ̀ BLLB wálé, àwọn tó ń sọ pé wọ́n Nàìjíríà wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ president, wọ́n ní jẹ president, gbogbo yẹn kúrákútà máa tó kú o, èso máa tó pin. Ṣùgbọ́n níbi tá sọ̀rọ̀ wa tì sí lálẹ́ àná, ìdí nìyẹn tí èmi àti àwọn alábàájíròrò mi tí a ṣe sọ wípé tíṣẹ́ ò bá ti pẹ́ ni ẹnìkan ò kì í pẹ́ṣẹ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó délẹ̀ yìí báyìí sìn, ó ti di ọ̀rọ̀ àwa ara wa, kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ wá jà fún wa. Tá a bá sọ pé ó tó gẹ́, alùbàtà kì í dárin. Tó ẹnu kọ́ o, ẹnu lásán ò ṣe o. Ẹnu wa, wọ́n ní ẹnu ò fún màálù o. Ẹnu lásán ò gba òmìnira o. Àsìkò iṣẹ́ ti wá fẹ́ délẹ̀ báyìí. Láàárín ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì sásìkò tá wà yìí, a máa gbé tẹ́ pẹpẹ ètò tí a fi ẹnu kò sí tí a pè ní Yoruba Rescue Fund. Ṣùgbọ́n níbi tí èmi àti àwọn èèyàn mi ti ń jíròrò, nígbà tí mo dẹ̀ tún wá ń gbọ́ àwọn ìmọ̀ràn láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò mí yìí, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sẹ́ndì mẹ́sẹ̀gì, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sẹ́ndì ímeèlì àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, àti wá ń rò nírò pé ṣe jẹ́ ká pè ní Yoruba Rescue Team. Níyìí tó ṣe pé ìwọ lè sọ pé mẹ́mbà ni ẹ́, èmi náà lè sọ pé mẹ́mbà ni mí. Tó bá wá délẹ̀ tán, a sọ wípé ní àárín ọjọ́, láàárín wákàtí 24 tí a bá ṣí sílẹ̀ fún gbogbo àgbáyé, ó kéré jù 1000 wa gbọ́dọ̀ darapọ̀ kọ́dọ̀mọ ẹgbẹ́ yẹn o. 1000. Ìyẹn lápẹẹrẹ pé nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe yìí ó ṣeé ṣe o. Ṣẹ̀rí lálẹ́ àná tá a ní pé ṣé ká dáwó àbí ká má dáwó, àwọn èèyàn ẹ jọ mí lójú o. Ìjọ lójú yìí pọ̀. Báwọn èèyàn wa kan ṣe ń dá owó tiwọn lórí give send go tó ń kún, tó ń ga, tó ń ga, tó ń ga. Bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn kan ni wọ́n da ojú dé PayPal, làwọn náà ló ń da. Bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ tí wákàtí tó ń ka ìṣẹ́jú yẹn, bẹ́ẹ̀ lówó yẹn ló ń gọbọ yìí ń bẹ̀ o. Ṣe rí pé mo tún wá lọ fi àkáùntì Diaspora Radio, mo tún wá fi hàn wá lálẹ́ àná nígbà tí lè ní mọ́. Rẹ́rẹ́rún o. Ọlọ́run ò ní dójú tì yín. Wàláhì tàláhì, Ọlọ́run ò ní dójú tì ẹnì kankan nínú yín. Ẹ̀yin gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Temple of Truth, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá, tí n bá sọ pé ọmọ Yorùbá o, àwọn tó máa ń jẹ́ mi ní ẹ tún ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe o. Ṣé n sọ fún yín, èyí tó jẹ́ kí la ti ń pè cash plus direct bank transfer, bẹ́ẹ̀ mà làwọn èèyàn wá dá £230 síbẹ̀ o, ìyẹn ò ní charges nínú, ìyẹn wọlé sòsé ní direct ni. Lórí PayPal nígbà tí mo jí láàárọ̀ yìí, over £415 ni mo bá níbẹ̀ o. Àná Ọlọ́run ò ní dójú tì yín sẹ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ èèyàn ọmọ Maiyegun, Ọlọ́run ò ní dójú tì yín o. Ṣé wá rí lórí Give Send Go tó jẹ́ ta gbangba gbàgàdé, owó tá a rí ń bẹ̀ lálẹ́ àná ṣínkínní báyìí ló kù kó pé £1,000 o. Tẹ́ bá wá dà pọ̀ lálẹ́ àná sáàárọ̀ yìí, a máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, a máa pa 1,690 kìíní kan. Ṣínkínní mà ló kù kó pé 1,700 láti gbogbo all board. Tẹ́ bá ṣẹ̀ sówó wọn tó ti bàjẹ́ Nàìjíríà ní múmẹ́ǹtì yìí, ká má da charges, transfer charges àbí nǹkan kan, kákọ̀ tí ẹ̀kọ́ gbélé bẹ́ẹ̀ mà lápá bíi 1.2 million lálẹ́ àná sáàárọ̀ yìí o. Àná Ọlọ́run ò ní dójú tì yín sẹ́. Jíò ló ń gbàdúrà fún yín o, gbogbo bí tẹ́ ti mú tọrọ kọ́bọ̀ yẹn, àpò yín ò ní gbẹ, àpò ṣàṣàmùrà ò kì í gbẹ, àpò yín ò ní gbẹ o. Eléyìí tí mo dá ládùúrà yìí, owó ni, gbówó ọ̀hún náà ló ń fa kùmùkùmù lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan. Ṣùgbọ́n àwa ti wò pé tíṣẹ́ ò bá pẹ́ ni àpẹ́ṣẹ́. Àwọn tó fẹ́ràn wa tó ń sọ ìtọ́ máa sọ, ṣe bọ́mọ Yorùbá náà ni wọ́n. Àwọn ò bẹ́ nìkan jà. Wọ́n ní pé tó bá ń ṣe dáadáa, táwọn èèyàn bá ń ṣépè fún ẹ, iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ á máa ṣàdúrà fún ẹ o. Wọ́n ní tó bá dẹ̀ ń ṣèkà tó ń ṣe bí, tí gbogbo ayé ń ṣàdúrà fún ẹ, ṣó o mọ̀ dájú pé iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ á máa ṣépè fún ẹ o. Èmi ò bú bàbá Akíntóyè, mi ò tiẹ̀ tó ẹni tó ń bú wọn. Àwọn kan ni wọ́n rí bí àrífín torí pé mo sọ wípé mi ò ní gbé aago bàbá mọ́, mi ò ní bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Lóòótọ́ wọ́n máa ń pe kinní kan ní heat of the moment. Èmi tí mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, mo realize wípé tí mo bá bàbá sọ̀rọ̀, tí mo bá ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀, mo ti sọ mọ́rọ̀ sẹ́yìn, ọ̀rọ̀ ara wọn kọ́ ni wọ́n ń sọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation kọ́ ló ń jàrábà wọn. Ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n ń fọ̀rọ̀ sí bàbá lẹ́nu ni. Àwọn náà ló ń bú mi nsìnyín o. Bọ́ ẹ wò mí dáadáa, èmi ò ń ṣọ̀tá yín. Ó pẹ́, ó yá, á padà yé yín. Àwọn kan ni wọ́n sọ wípé iná lé òun lọmọ ẹran máa yá gbẹ̀yìn. Àwọn ò yájú sálànà, a dẹ̀ ní yájú sí wọn. Ká yọ ti gbogbo nǹkan kúrò as bàbá, àwọn ò lè yájú sí wọn. Àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbé nínú, àwọn tó sọ pé wọ́n wà nínú kí ló bá pè, inú ìgò tí wọ́n ń jẹ́ jíìnì. Àwọn tí wọ́n sọra wọn dọ̀sanyìn tó ń dún ni mo ṣe sọ wípé èmi ò ní bá wọn bàbá wọlé sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Tó bá ti jọ́rọ̀ àwọn tá a ti láàwí ni, wọ́n ti kọ oríṣiríṣi nípa mi, wọ́n ti bú bá a ṣègùn, wọ́n máa sọ oríṣiríṣi nípa bá a ṣègùn. Mo ní sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ló tó yẹn, ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ wọ́n lóhun tá a bá ti jù lọ, a ti jù lọ. Táwọn lọ báyìí sìn, òun la kọjú wa sínsìn. Ó ti wá dọwọ́ wa báyìí. Èmi ti nà ń bẹ́ o. Ó wá dọwọ́ ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà ló tù fẹ̀. Ó dọwọ́ ẹ̀yin ìyámọ̀pó. Ó dọwọ́ ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé, abiyamọ ọ̀run. Ó dọwọ́ ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà 16 tó ló ń bẹ ló tù fẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin gbarúmọlẹ̀ tẹ́ ń gbọ́ Maiegun báyìí. Mo ti sọ jáde báyìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ ti wá jáde. Àṣẹ á wá tẹ̀lé, èmi á wá fọ̀rọ̀ tó kù fún yín sọ. Ibi tá à ń lọ kò jìnnà o, gbogbo ibi tá à ń yà sí ló pọ̀. síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ a ò ní ṣe kíni o, a ò ní yẹsẹ̀. Ṣé rí nǹkan tí a fẹ́ ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò mí láti ìlú òyìnbó? Nígbà tí a bá ti gbé Yorùbá Rescue Team or fund yìí jáde, ẹ̀yin á wá lọ síbẹ̀, ẹ lọ forúkọ sílẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bá a ṣe sọ o. Tẹ́ bá wá forúkọ sílẹ̀ tán ní gbogbo ìlú tóhùn kẹ́ ẹ máa gbé, gbogbo ìlú tóhùn kẹ́ ẹ máa gbé lágbàáyé pátápátá. Ìwọ tó o bá ti forúkọ sílẹ̀, àyè kan tún wà níbẹ̀ tó tún lè gòkè díẹ̀ sí i, kó di volunteer. Volunteer yẹn ni wípé nígbà tí ìwọ bá ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, o ti di Yoruba Ambassador ládùúgbò bí tó ń gbé yẹn o. Iṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ òun ni kó o rí wípé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation láàárín àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ládùúgbò tó ń gbé ó jẹ́ ẹ́ lógún o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa kúrò lẹ́yọ̀ kan, tẹ́ máa di méjì, tẹ́ máa di mẹ́wàá, tẹ́ máa di igba, tẹ́ máa di ọ̀ọ́dúnrún, ọ̀ọ́rún àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ó wá dọwọ́ títí yín mà, ó dọwọ́ tẹ̀yin náà sà. Nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe yìí kò ń ṣe fún rivalry o. Group báyìí làwa belong sí, ẹ lè bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ o. Ẹgbẹ́ báyìí làwa, ẹgbẹ́ wa kí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ o. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, gbogbo wa ti di kan náà o. Ambassador mà, ambassador sà, ambassador bọ̀yìí, ambassador sísí mi, ó ti di language wa o. Kò sẹ́ni tó ń láti lọ kó ṣódà sápá. Àwa ni foundation, ẹ má jẹ́ àṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Mentality tá à ń gbé bọ̀ ni wípé a fẹ́ build community. A dẹ̀ sọ wípé nígbà tí ìwọ tó jẹ́ member tó pò lè ṣe volunteer ládùúgbò títí ẹ, Dubai ni, America ni, Canada ni, London ni, ibi tóhùn kó lè máa gbé níbikíbi tó bá wà. Má bínú pé mi ò dárúkọ àdúgbò yín o, àwọn ibi tó ṣàyà mi lẹ́nu ni mò ń dárúkọ yẹn. Ẹ ṣáà mọ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ. Ọkùnrin, obìnrin, ẹ nídìí láti pe Maiyegun, ẹ tí ẹ nídìí láti bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣẹ̀rí nígbà tá a bá ṣe tán, tí gbogbo ẹ̀ bá dé tagbagadè tán, bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lẹ ṣe tún máa sọ pé mo fẹ́ volunteer. Ẹ ti rí ń bẹ̀ volunteer. Inú ibi tẹ́ ti ń volunteer lẹ ti máa fún wa ládùúgbò tẹ́ wà. Ibẹ̀ gan lẹ́yìn gan ti máa mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn pọ̀ ládùúgbò tí yín gan tó ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, tẹ̀yin gan láti bá wa coordinate. Lára iṣẹ́ tí a fẹ́ kí ẹ ṣe fún wa ni wípé àwọn èèyàn tẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé professional ni wọ́n ní o, trader ni, gbogbo nǹkan tó nǹkan lè máa ṣe, ẹ jẹ́ kó yé wọn pé àwa máa ṣe nǹkan kan tí a máa pè ní aims and objective. Aims and objective, modes of operation, mission, target, how and all of that. Gbogbo yẹn ni ìwọ tó bá dàpọ̀ mọ́ wa ló máa lè download. Wàá download ẹ̀, wàá kà á, wàá wo ibi tí wọn náà ti lè ṣe nǹkan. Ibi ilé mi ti lè ṣe nǹkan. Technical lèmi wà, technical. Ṣorí gbogbo àwọn mọ́tò wọn tí wọ́n ń kó bọ̀ láti ìlú òyìnbó yẹn tó máa fi máa ṣe gbogbo runnings yẹn, èmi pẹ̀lú àwọn tó máa ṣiṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wàá dẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀. Oníkálukú ló pọ̀ tó máa ní iṣẹ́ tẹ́ máa ṣe, component ńlá ni la ṣe fẹ́ register ẹ̀ legally. So nígbà tí wọ́n bá ti ṣe tẹ̀yẹ ládùúgbò ẹ̀ yẹn, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn program wa bóyá a fẹ́ máa gba àwọn èèyàn tó fẹ́ donate aṣọ ni, tó fẹ́ donate nǹkan ọmọ ni, tó fẹ́ donate oríṣiríṣi nǹkan táwọn èèyàn fẹ́ fún wa. Iṣẹ́ tiyín ládùúgbò yín gbà yẹn ni pé nígbà tẹ́ ẹ bá ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa tán, ẹ wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa bá wa wá ibi tẹ́ ẹ máa pè ní collection point. Collection point yẹn ni wípé tí mo bá mú fóònù mi sìn, tí mo gbọ́dọ̀ ní nọ́mbà tí mo lè pè ní Glasgow. Hello, ṣé Yorùbá Rescue Team nìyí? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Yorùbá Rescue Team lélẹ̀. Glasgow, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Glasgow. Okay, orúkọ mi ni Maiegun. Mo ní báàgì aṣọ ọmọ wẹ́wẹ́ tá àti ẹ̀ tí wọ̀ rárá tí mo fẹ́ gbé fún Yorùbá Rescue Team. Ibo ni kí n gbé lọ ní Glasgow? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ibo lẹ wà ní Glasgow mà? Ibo lẹ wà ní Glasgow sà? Glasgow Central ni mo wà. Okay, ṣe rí ní Glasgow Central yẹn, a ní location collection point kan tí ò jìnnà síbi tí ẹ wà yẹn àdírẹ́sì báyìí ni ṣe ní tẹ bá débẹ̀ mà ẹ máa bá èèyàn níbẹ̀ tó máa gbà lọ́wọ́ yín tó máa rẹ́gísítà nǹkan tẹ gbé wá àtorúkọ yín àti value ó ti yín sìn tó máa fún yín ní rìsíìtì yẹn tẹ máa mú lọ. ìyẹn ni wípé báàgì aṣọ tí mo donate fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá rìsíìtì ẹ̀ rèé o. irú involvement bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn làwa fẹ́ ṣe ń gbọ́ báyìí sìn. so ìwọ tó fẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa tó fẹ́ di ambassador wa iṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ ni láti bá wa wo ibo ni àwọn èèyàn lè lọ. ìyẹn nìkan kọ́ o. tí ẹ bá follow àwọn nǹkan tí a fẹ́ gbé sílẹ̀ láàárín gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tó bá nílò ìrànlọ́wọ́ à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa bóyá visa wọn ni o bóyá working permit wọn ni o bóyá wọ́n ní kéèsì tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ìjọba ń bẹ̀ yẹn ni àbí family ni o àbí wọ́n tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe páálí wọn níbẹ̀ yẹn ni o ẹ̀yin á wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gba ìrànlọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́ wa torí a ní details yín lọ́wọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí coordinator wa logistical support là ń pè é nínú nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe yìí ìwọ tó jẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wa bẹ́ẹ̀ mà ni wọ́n náà wàá máa rí ìrànlọ́wọ́ gbà kò máa sẹ́ni tó máa gbàgbé ẹ̀ tó bá kégbe fún ìrànlọ́wọ́ látọ̀dọ̀ wa irú nǹkan tá a fẹ́ dálẹ̀ nìyẹn o. bá a ṣe fẹ́ ṣe nílé la fẹ́ ṣe lókè òkun náà o. ó ju ọ̀rọ̀ owó nìkan lọ o. ṣe wá rá àwọn tilé mo ti sọ fún wa a ti sọ oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe níbẹ̀. ṣe wá rá àwọn tó wà nílé bá a ṣe sọ pé a fẹ́ ṣe food bank ni o a fẹ́ ṣe Odùduwà market ni o a fẹ́ ṣe àwọn èèyàn tó máa bá wa máa sọ́ọ̀sì fún oúnjẹ tá a fẹ́ rà lọ́wọ́ àwọn àgbẹ̀ wa ní gbogbo oko ni o bá ṣe máa pèsè ààbò fáwọn àgbẹ̀ wa tó ń gbin oúnjẹ ńlẹ̀ Yorùbá gbogbo àwọn ìrànlọ́wọ́ tá a fẹ́ ṣe yìí àwọn èèyàn ló máa ṣe wọ́n. ìwọ tó ń wò mí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí sìn o lè má tí ì ríra ẹ nínú gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí o kẹ̀lé ti máa ríra ẹ nínú gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí pé Ọlọ́run jẹ́ káwọn Maiyegun ṣe nǹkan tó ń sọ yìí o táwọn Maiyegun bá ṣe nǹkan tó ń sọ yìí èmi máa pẹ̀lú o ti join ní Yorùbá Nation campaign nìyẹn a wá fẹ́ ṣe eléyìí ká fúnra wa lóṣù mẹ́fà láàárín oṣù mẹ́fà ibi tá a bá wọdé ẹ̀yin lẹ máa mọ̀ bóyá wọ́n máa dìbò àbọ̀ ní dìbò àwọn ò ní kán má dìbò wọn báyìí sí i o ṣùgbọ́n àwa náà lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti sọ pé a darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn ṣùgbọ́n tèmi bá ní mi ò bá wọn ṣe tí wọ́n ní wọ́n ò bá wọn ṣe tí nọ́mbà wa bá tó gẹ́ lóòótọ́ ìyẹn gan tó nǹkan omi tí ì ní sọ̀rọ̀ débẹ̀ ń sìn yín. so ibẹ̀ yẹn ni ìwọ ti lè wá sáàárín kí wọ́n náà bá wa dá sí i ṣùgbọ́n bó ṣe máa darapọ̀ bó ṣe máa dọmọ ẹgbẹ́ yẹn bó ṣe máa di gbogbo ẹ̀ àwa ń ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ṣe ń gbọ́ báyìí à ń ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ìyẹn lọ́wọ́ tó bá ti dijọ́ ta sọ pé a ti ṣí o tí gbogbo wa wá lọ síbẹ̀ bó jẹ́ $1 ló fẹ́ máa dá wàá lọ síbẹ̀ wàá lọ máa dá bó jẹ́ €1 ló fẹ́ máa dá lóṣooṣù wàá fi síbẹ̀ wàá máa dá tó bá jẹ́ £1 ló fẹ́ máa dá lóṣooṣù wàá lọ síbẹ̀ wàá máa dá o lè wá ṣẹ́gun ká wá máa yọ nílé owó ẹ fúnra wa láì dààmú ẹ o dẹ̀ lè san owó ọdún kan tiẹ̀ sílẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ £1 ni wọ́n fẹ́ máa dá lọ́dún kan £12 nìyẹn àbí ìwọ tó fẹ́ dá $1 lọ́dún kan $12 nìyẹn ìwọ tó fẹ́ dá €1 lọ́dún kan €12 nìyẹn o lè san lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà o dẹ̀ lè máa san lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ́ka wa máa mú bẹ̀ lóṣooṣù $1, €1, €1, £1, £1 share everything. ṣe lára nǹkan tá à ń ṣe ni wípé nígbà tí gbogbo ẹ̀ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ tán ṣe rí bá ṣe ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ fund wa tá à ń ṣe yìí gbogbo yín ni báńkà àìdíà wa ni wípé gbogbo owó tó bá ṣe ń wọlé ṣe rí bí wọ́n ṣe ń jí láàárọ̀ tó ń wò pé kí ló ti ẹ̀ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí náà ń lọ sórí Facebook kó tó lọ sórí Facebook má lọ sórí Facebook lọ sórí Yorùbá Rescue Fund kó tiẹ̀ lọ fojú lóúnjẹ èlò láti dáná ibẹ̀ ni ẹ̀rù ti máa kọ́kọ́ ti máa bà wọ́n pé á dàbí pé ṣé nọ́mbà tá à ń wò yìí rí lè tó lè jíjọ́ kankan ló bóye kan bẹ̀ tó wá pé ṣóye ta ti dá lélẹ̀ ṣóye ta ti ní nílé owó wa lélẹ̀ wàá máa rí ń bẹ̀ wàá tún máa mọ òye tó ti ná wàá wá máa mọ nǹkan tó fi ṣe sórí gbogbo kinní yìí àwọn èèyàn ló máa ṣe gbogbo iṣẹ́ yìí káàkiri gbogbo àgbáńlá ayé gbogbo mechanism tó máa jẹ́ kó run better òun là ń tò díẹ̀díẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ yìí o tó bá ti rẹ́dì àbọ̀ sí pọ́blíìkì tí ìwọ náà wá wo ibi tí ìwọ náà ti fit in àwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n fẹ́ volunteer ẹ̀rọ àwọn ọmọ iléèwé yẹn ẹ lè fún wọn ní summer job àwọn iṣẹ́ summer àbí holiday job ẹ jẹ́ kan lọ ṣiṣẹ́ lódùdúwà market ẹ jẹ́ kó bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ ní processing factories yẹn, ẹ jẹ́ kó bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ ní transportation àti gbogbo nǹkan, ẹ jẹ́ kó ṣiṣẹ́ ní sales, ẹ fún wọn lówó, owó gidi dẹ̀ la máa fún wọn, owó gidi. Síbẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n ń ṣe àwọn iṣẹ́ míì lórí ètò ìlera ni o, lórí ètò ẹ̀kọ́ ni o, lórí ètò ààbò ni o, lórí ètò ọ̀gbìn ni o, àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, ìwà lè jí láàárọ̀ wàá rí nǹkan tá à ń ṣe. In fact gan, ó lè jẹ́ nǹkan tá à ń ṣe ló máa attract ìwọ finally tó máa fi sọ wípé èmi kan fẹ́ volunteer. Ọ̀rọ̀ wa ti kọjá nǹkan tá ti ṣe mọ́ nsìn, nǹkan tá fẹ́ ṣe lókù. Lénìí ni wọ́n sẹ́ndì àwọn fọ́tò kan sí mi, àwọn billboard wa míì tí wọ́n tún ti dìde, àti ẹ̀ ti gbé kan sódò Ògbólú báyìí, ìlú mi, ìlú ìyá mi. Ó ní èèyàn mi kan, bàbá ń bèjì, ó ti ń fún mi lọ́rùn pé Maiegun àní ẹ bá ń gbé kan lọ ságọ́ òwòye. Bí mo ṣe ń wò yìí, pẹ̀lú ìwọ̀nba owó díẹ̀ tá tún rọra rí yẹn, tó wá tún ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ní gbé ẹnu lọ sí over 5 million naira báyìí, ṣé wọn pa ti fẹ́ náwó wa tán tẹ́lẹ̀ àti ń joro. Nísìn pẹ̀lú ìta ṣe lálẹ́ àná yẹn, a tún ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ní gòkè lọ sí over 5 million. Tí n bá wo lọ wò bọ̀, mo as usual, mo lè ní káwọn billboard kan tún jáde o. Ẹni tó máa fún wa ní access sí bulk SMS, à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́, issue díẹ̀ ló wà. Láìpẹ́ yìí, gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ni wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gba mẹ́sẹ́ẹ̀jì Yorùbá nation ń bọ̀ o. Kí ni ìwọ yóò ṣe nígbà tí ìkéde yìí bá dé? Ọmọ Yorùbá ṣó o ṣetán, ilé màmá yá. Àwọn messages yìí á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jáde láìpẹ́ tí a bá ti ti gbogbo technical part of it tán. Nǹkan pọ̀ ńlẹ̀ tá lè ṣe kó tó di pé rescue fund àbí kí la ti ń pè rescue team wá dé. Orúkọ tá bá wá fi sí, èmi á gbọ́ o. Ẹ jẹ́ ń lọ po tíì. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò mí látẹ̀ǹkan tẹ́ dúró tì mí di time yìí, ẹ lè like fídíò yẹn, ẹ sì lè share. Ìwọ tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé first time ẹ lélẹ́yìí, o lè subscribe. Tí n bá dé padà, máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gba aago. Tó ibi pọ̀ tá máa gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ sí, àti lówó díẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ tá bá decide láti ṣe, definitely a máa ṣe. Wà á dé stage yẹn láìpẹ́ yìí, ẹ jẹ́ ń po tíì.
Hello, Maiegun General.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Maiegun tó bá yá kò ṣe tí ló máa mú máa ògì ní ògì. I said ògì sí ẹ látara Amẹ́ríkà tó a máa mú ògì sọ pé tí ìbọn.
Mama tọ̀ gan ni tí eléyìí ti mọ́ mi lára débi pé.
The problem Maiegun mo ṣe ní thank you very much my brother.
Nígbà tí bàbá jí o bá dẹ̀ ló ń bù kọ́ mu lórí afẹ́fẹ́ ẹni pé kọ́ máa ní pé inú àgùnmu ló dẹ̀ ṣe sí tó bá ti sọ báyìí ni tó bá ti sọ jáde báyìí ni wọ́n máa ń ṣe bó báyìí ní kọ́ ẹ̀gẹ́.
Maiegun problem ti wọ́n ní ẹja rẹ̀ my brother thank you.
How are you sir?
My brother thank you so much God bless you.
Amen to that sir.
In fact, I've been listening to you for the past 2 weeks. I tried to call in, but it could not.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Ade from Texas.
Ade from Texas. Grant. Everybody,
sir. Yeah, Maiegun, thank you very much. In fact, I can't wait to start.
Me too.
I can't wait.
Me too.
I can't start, my brother.
In fact, are you offering to? I mean, are you saying that you're going to be one of our volunteers?
I'm telling you, the day you open it, before I'm going to register to 100. I'll be part of it.
You after finishing your sign up, you are going to go further and sign up for a volunteering as well.
In fact, I'm going to sign up for. I have about four families here. I'm going to sign up for everybody. I'm telling you.
The Clarissa concept here because that's how we can do it.
In fact, content
so clanship, grouping, caucus, anything. You know that we go awani. So taba ma ko work here odowo wa kò sí ẹnìkan tó máa lo class of anything, you know. Abi kile feel.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, Maiegun, the latest move I disagree with my own opinion. We can change that fund to team. Let's stand on that fund.
We can't
change the fund to team. Let us
stand on fund. That be all look so concentrated, like you know what I mean, like fund.
Okay.
That's what they are saying. Again,
Maiegun at the fund at the team. Matter. Maiegun, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mo kàn fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sí nǹkan tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ for the past 1 or 2 weeks.
Okay.
Look, it's happened. It's ó tẹ̀ dá tó ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí. Tí gbogbo wa rí gbogbo kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú lànà pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹ̀. But we thank God, Ọlọ́run ti take control of everything. Tí gbogbo ilé ò ṣẹlẹ̀. Yeah, tí gbogbo ilé ò ṣẹlẹ̀ gbàtà máa lọ gba Yorùbá nation. Tó bá lọ ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ̀ka tó gba Yorùbá nation yẹn, ajagun kírìjì o, I'm telling you. Because ọmọ Yorùbá ò ju Yorùbá kan lọ.
No.
And mo ń sọ something gbogbo mọ̀ pé àlànà àti everybody ló ń listen sí. Mo ń sọ something tá bá gba Yorùbá nation. We put in our constitution, we're going to have rotation of presidency. Tó ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ bá ṣe ní ọdún mẹ́rin kó máa lọ sí Èkìtì, kó lọ sí Oǹdó, kó lọ sí Ọ̀yọ́. Mo jẹ́ pé káwọn gàba lé wa lórí bí Fúlàní.
Ìyẹn ló ń ṣe sọ pé ìjọba àwa ara wa sa. Ṣẹ́rí kí gbogbo àti wá sọ pé a fẹ́ ṣe referendum yìí gbogbo ilé gan ló ti wà nínú ẹ̀. Ẹ máa ra rọ́tọ̀ ń pa fún wa. Ẹ máa ra rọ́tọ̀ ń pa fún wa. Wọ́n láwọn kan wà minority nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. À ń sọ pé kò sí minority nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Get ìkan náà ní gbogbo wa. Ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ kọ sínú òfin tó máa ṣe ìlú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn ló máa represent. Àbí kílẹ̀ ni mo sọ náà?
Ó náà mo sọ. In fact, even Maiegun, even in Lagos State, àwọn Ègùn. They're supposed to have access to Lagos State governor. In my state, in Ondo State, Ijo, àwọn ló kéré jù. They're supposed to have access. Ó yẹ kó kàn wọ́n. Kọ́ra káwọn náà belong.
Àwọn Yewa lógùn state. Àwọn ti Yewa.
Àwọn Yewa lógùn state. I'm telling you. If not, we're going to fight again. No, I'm telling you. They should put it in that constitution. And every 25 years, we sit down and do another memorandum.
Yes.
Where kí Yorùbá kan sọ pé Yorùbá kan ju Yorùbá kan lọ. Kẹ́kìtì sọ pé torí pé àwọn ní professor ju àwa kan lọ, àwọn ló máa ṣe president. Àbí Ògùn state, tẹni Awólọ́wọ̀, tẹni Ọbásanjọ́, tẹni gbogbo ẹ̀. You want to máa galifá? No way. So Maiegun is good. Gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ̀lé báyìí. Tá a mọ nǹkan tó ń lọ. So that everybody wà lẹ́tí adjust the thing. Àti mọ àwọn tí dẹ́ pé kìíní àdẹ̀tí fi wọ́n sáyé wọn. So Maiegun, my brother, thank you very much. Continue with your job. See, we are watching you. We are watching you. Both front and back.
I know.
Both front and back.
Thank you so much,
Along the Niger will fail.
Ami.
We are behind you. I'm telling you, we are behind you. You say about $1. $1 ní ká máa san. Èmi ò san $1.
Èmi gan san £1.
Yes, and more bá ń lọ táwọn èèyàn ń rí Maiegun táwọn èèyàn ń rí what's going on.
As in, charity mo bá ń sọ bí mo ṣe máa imagine the effect of it after all.
Is accountability ni táwọn bá ń rí pé owó wa ibi báyìí ló ń lọ. I'm telling you, ẹlòmíì ò ní má gbà tó máa dá $100, £100 every month. Because they can see.
Mo rí gẹ́lẹ́ and a fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe rí ẹ̀sà wọ́n ẹni tó bá ṣe nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe rí wọ́n lójú àárín nǹkan tí wọ́n rí rí àwa sọ pé táwa bá jẹ ìyà tẹ́nìkan ò jẹ rí a máa jẹ èrè tẹ́nìkan ò jẹ rí sáà ìrìn yẹn la fẹ́ rìn yìí let's try.
so Yorùbá kan ojú Yorùbá kan lọ nǹkan tó ṣe gbogbo wàhálà tó ń gbé láti Nàìjíríà kan máa gbé wọnú Yorùbá nation lọ though no mi ò blame everybody. ìyá 52 years in Nigeria yẹn ó ti wà lára everybody. That thing will not come to Yoruba nation. They should bury everything in Nigeria.
Kò bury kò tán sí Naija ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Come bury everything. Gbogbo Yorùbá kìíní yẹn Nigeria kìíní yẹn kó parí sí Nigeria. In Yoruba nation.
Ó ṣe lè parí náà lélẹ́yìí o nígbà tí gbogbo wa yìí bá get involved irú ẹ̀yin mi gbogbo wa tá mọ̀ yìí pé.
Approve àwọn èèyàn tẹ́yìn tó approve àwọn èèyàn tẹ́yìn ní Yoruba nation. Ẹni tó bá misbehave àkó gbogbo wa lọ family house ẹni yẹn àlọ́ máa bá wọn fà.
Wọ́n tiẹ̀ máa gbé state tí Yorùbá nation sí family meeting ni tó bá ti rúfin tó ti jalè gbogbo nǹkan tó ní ẹ̀
tó bá ti jalè à ń kóra wọn láti
ní wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ gbà
Nàìjíríà àlọ́ jókòó sí pẹ́ àlọ́ máa bá wọn fà ń bẹ̀.
tó baba.
Maiegun, thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
Abeg, go ahead. Please.
Thank you very much. Àwọn ẹ̀wọ̀n ti wá láti Texas nìyẹn o. Mo suspect ṣe ní America yẹn àwọn Texas ló máa ní biggest membership tí kìíní bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ lóòótọ́ I can feel that. Yeah, hello there.
Tuale.
Zazu.
Kó wálé bàbá.
Stivo.
Yomi, Stivo ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ Stivo èdè ọ̀fọ̀lági Texas.
I know now. You know what? Stivo, you called that day. Somebody can't go tell them. They say, one or more Igbo, they speak Yoruba. That one can't call in and he said, why are you doing this, Maiyegun? Why are you disgracing Yoruba, Maiyegun? This is unexpected of you. They said that too. They said when I was insulting because I was insulting them, yeah. They said I was insulting. They said, one Igbo boy, he was speaking Yoruba. Why are you this? I was like, go on.
Wọ́n bí mi sí Sùúrùlérè ní Sùúrùlérè. Sùúrùlérè, kóòtù ní Sùúrùlérè wọ́n bí mi sí o. Ní àjò ojú ẹlẹ́gbàbọ̀ èmi ò ṣe ọmọ ọdẹ kó lọ mú wa láti fi kọ́.
You see?
You understand? I be Yoruba to the bloodder.
Tell them.
Kò ṣe pé kí ni blood gangan Oòduà ló wà lára wa.
Tell them.
Wọ́n gbádùn wọn ní wèrè. Bàbá, kú iṣẹ́ bàbá.
Nice one.
You understand? Just like what I was saying yesterday. Do you know that since that yesterday I've been brainstorming on how we can do a docudrama of our heritage, Yoruba heritage, docudrama, that we could even put into Netflix, that the whole world can see. Yes. Because people don't even know our story. People don't know our story. And the best way to capture people's imagination is to bring the story into the screen.
Yes.
For them to understand that we have been before Nigeria became. We have been before Nigeria became. So that the sense of pride, the sense of belonging will come back to the generations that we have now and the ones to come. Because first and foremost, the first thing you have to do is to discover yourself. Who are you first?
That's right.
Because what these evil people in the 1914 amalgamation did was to take away our heritage, to alienate us from our heritage, to make us forget who we are or who we were then. And for you to really know who you are, you have to discover what you were before. Then you know that you are not a slave. You are not an inconsequential somebody. So that is a project that I am actually brainstorming on how we can actually do. That we have to take our heritage back. I give it all to you, Baba.
Thanks, Timo.
I give it all to you because you are just a voice in the wilderness. A voice, a lone voice in the wilderness that we are not even appreciating enough. Forget about all this drama happening,
I have forgotten.
It's part of this. It's part of
Trust
this.
me. There's so much. There's something more important that we just can't. We can't fail. We can't back down.
We can't get
if we're actually lying when we're talking about them. Then, like, oh, we're just talking for talking. We're not just talking, were we?
No, we weren't. You see, this move that you gave, that you made, that people like those started supporting, Baba, the Lord is your strength.
Is our
please,
Amen.
The only thing I'm going to say is don't delay too much in releasing this thing.
That's like I'm keeping all of you like in suspense for too long. Maiegun, which one is 2
in fact,
weeks again? We said bring something out.
I want to make a suggestion, please, in the name.
Steve,
I don't know if
please.
I want to make it.
Emma Kotaya, Emma Ko Batanita similar sense. Ejo. Emma make suggestion. But the Jomo ito Emma jo bates Emma ko skating shoes similar sense.
Lórúkọ yẹn ni Baba. I was looking at Yoruba Revolu Fund. Yoruba Revolu Fund.
Revolu Fund, something like a revolution fund.
Revolu Fund, that is something that is coming like a revolution that is coming in a fund, in a fund phase.
You don't even want to hide the intention, Steve. Go on.
Baba, I need a revolution.
More control arrow. Where they come, they go say Revolu Fund.
Revolu Fund. I want to tell you, Baba. This is where we talk there.
Steve, make I tell you something. Steve, make I tell you something. You see, the kind of platform we built, you, Steve, you can decide that you want to raise funds too. And as a member, you open a page, a funding page, and you can give it a name and a project. You can start a project. Apart from all of this thing I've told you as Steve, you can say education for Yoruba children. A project sponsored by Steve. People go, they contribute to you too. Just same way you have a GoFundMe page, you have a Give Send Go that we are using now. You can open similar one on our platform. Ideas, things. But you see, if we come make Revolu Fund, Baba, it can't be like, say, oh, but we don't read you. Blazing, Papa.
That's it, Baba.
Too early.
That's it, Baba. We are not relenting. We are taking over revolution anyhow in a fund level. That's it. And I give it to you. Nobody is irreplaceable. Nobody is indispensable. Anybody so bad say have to ask you back.
I don't explain them to you. Even me, I'm not doing something that will make me an emperor. It's transferable.
And there is nobody that is going to be hiding behind the scene. Nobody is hiding behind the scene.
You get that? If
anybody that is
who is not?
Anybody that is involved, I'm a profile like that.
What are you telling me? You have to now.
Any steady deal, there's southern somewhere. That is a little about transparency. Gongo, wish you. You are where you are today because of the transparency.
You want to be doing it. That's the point. You want to like the transparency. I love this transparency. I love the way they are doing this. You can replicate the same. That's exactly what we want to replicate across board.
That's it.
Then now, import them to Nigeria, Yoruba land, and see what that will do in 6 months' time. Trust me, Sibo.
It's unimaginable. Incredibly unimaginable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a bastard.
Yoruba. If tomorrow
I'm not a bastard. So
because you don't be Yoruba already now. I wish I could speak. I was
passport better than money. Passport better than money. American passport, Yoruba passport, Igbo passport. Biafra. Yoruba land.
And
I
then
tell you,
America.
go
More, you can't become citizen of the world.
Well, think more anything.
It's going to happen.
Well, think more.
Thank you so much. Stay safe. Sivo. So our Maiegun, we are not raising funds.
Maiegun General.
Babao.
See Maiegun on the line.
Mi ò gbọ́ Yorùbá.
Àwa ti Maiegun ni o, ti Maiegun níyì from France.
Oh yeah, kábíyèsí o. Maiegun lè ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ o.
Live. Yes, so live, correct. Ó ti pẹ́ tí ma ti ń try àwa parliamentarian ni o. Níyì from France. Okay. Yesterday, somebody was talking about insecurity of the charity organization that built. So on the chat, so mo fẹ́ kẹ́ look into that. Wọ́n fẹ́ pọ́n lè máa sabotage. That is number one.
Ṣé ẹ mọ nǹkan? Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo idea yìí náà àwọn èèyàn tó ń wò mí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tẹ́ bá pé èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ẹ má wá surprise pé ó possible o kí more than 40% àwọn èèyàn tó ń gbọ́ mi látẹ̀ nǹkan bí mo yẹ sọ tó ṣe kí ni o 40% wọ́n sì ní fear wípé àwọn kan máa bàjẹ́ àwọn kan lè try láti bàjẹ́ ṣé tẹ́ bá ń wo ìyẹn nǹkan ò ní ṣe ṣe ẹ rántí ìgbà táwọn èèyàn sọ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ billboard yẹn wọ́n máa yá dànù ní gbogbo ẹ̀ kan máa yá ṣe kó pẹ̀lú nǹkan tá a fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń sìn pé wow a máa dúpẹ́ pé yẹn tiẹ̀ dúró lóòótọ́ la ní láti fear a lè ní àwọn concern wa ọ tá a bá torí ẹ̀ tá a bá ṣe nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe a máa procrastinate lọ ni o but mo understand fi àwọn èèyàn but they need to outlive that sir mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Talking about the billboard ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn celebrities gan ti ń join publicity one thing. I was listening to Ruth Kadiri, one of the Yoruba, one of these actresses in Nigeria, Nollywood actress. She was talking about why we need to succeed and other things. I was like, this Yoruba nation, she was campaigning for it badly. And one of my friends in Cotonou, have been trying to talk him to believe in Yoruba nation. Ọ̀gá ó dà pé Yorùbá nation yìí la máa follow sí i. I told you Yorùbá nation has come to stay. Nípa market Yorùbá market ẹsẹ̀ pẹ́fẹ́ sí there is something like that in France. Wọ́n máa ń pè wọ́n ní 2-0 shop.
Right.
2-0 that is 2 euro shop. So it's something that is workable. Yeah. Anything you want to buy there is 2 euros.
Tábà gba àwọn collection yìí jọ as an organization tábà kó wọn dé ilé ta process wọn tó bá débẹ̀ tó ń san 20 naira 50 naira sórí 20 naira 50 ni wọ́n wò pé wọ́n ń san fáwa charity ni right owó yẹn tẹ́yìn rí yẹn á ya àwọn èèyàn lẹ́nu nígbà tó owó yẹn bá máa fi máa wọ 50 million 100 million ṣé kíní yẹn lóòótọ́ nǹkan tá a kọ́ dé o ó lè wọ́ ti 1 billion naira tẹ́ bá ní kẹta lówó wọn gangan ọ̀ṣọ́ bá yẹ pé 50 million làwa fi pa yẹn àwa ti fi kíní yẹn pass message táwa fẹ́ fi pass ẹ wá wo effect ẹ̀ later ibi tá a ṣe ń lọ nìyẹn.
So nípa ti charity yẹn there are so many people ní bíbá yín sí tó yẹ pé nǹkan tó máa ń ṣe ni pé wọ́n tó bá ti kú gbọ́ bóyá àwọn ọ̀nà mọ́ and I see it coming in Yoruba nation too whereby somebody to establish àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ they are all doing fine you just put part of your will pay. This amount of money should go to Yoruba nation. This my building should be dedicated to Yoruba nation. So all those things will come to play because my problem with Nigeria is that our nation has not been kind to us. Like you should show kindness, and when we come overseas, we discover that people are kind to one another. You were saying something about people downgrading whites, that they are racist and other things. But when we see the way they sympathize with other people, the way they take care of themselves, the way they show love, we now realize that these people love themselves. Even Aja won't like Aja, won't like a cat. The way they pamper their cats, their pets, that shows that we can do better than that if we are not part of this thing called Nigeria, whereby 80 billion. Maiyegun 80 billion, transform Yoruba nation. With the way you have been accountable, with the way you have been doing
80 billion,
80 billion, we go a long way to transform. And I was watching what the guy did with the 80 billion. He just bought properties in places where they will not make impact on his people.
Nothing on Nigeria.
And talking about the book launch, you were talking, I said something about writing all these Bewiris, Professor Swagger. I called him that day and I said, I'm working on a book like that. So I think somebody also called you 2 days ago or so, talking about book publication. So I believe God has called you to be an author. So let's work on writing a book.
Well,
Yeah.
if you are a publisher, if you are a good writer,
I'm a writer. So
oh yeah, now let's do something together. Tell me how I should
see,
do.
our team writer you.
Oh,
We write for
so
living.
that means I can do something. And in that regard, yeah, indeed, Baba, we should talk. We'll find a way around that.
So okay, no, I will discuss.
Because you know one thing, you know one thing. Part of what I have in mind, God help us, okay, is that in this project we are going to bring together scholars, historians, yeah, people who are going to put together the pieces of a Yoruba history, political, traditional, cultural, and put all of them together in a space, including people who can actually like town planners, people who can put together ideas of what a nation should be. All this information will be published in a book that can then be ordered, given to everyone who can read about why Yoruba. We can even call the book Why Yoruba Nation. Then once you take them,
I showed
okay. Yeah, Baba.
You said something about Scotland's future. You showed a book about Scotland's future.
We can do same thing.
In fact, that is what Tinubu has been projecting now, that he did something for Lagos State, that is roadmap, Lagos State, master plan. So Tabani Yoruba master plan, at least people will know where they are going. We should be deliberate. And I love the fact that your program is now dedicated to projects. We are not just agitating like some people who call themselves team agitators. We are now problem solvers. We are solving problems. We are providing solutions. Yeah. Now, even when you castigate them, when you talk down on anybody, we know that you have the power to say so because you merit it based on your antecedents. You have been able to see things. This publicity alone, God, Maiyegun, our team boycott you. No election, no.
For president, for governor.
And I've seen the bigger than Africa too. We should encourage something like that.
I mean, I recommend that to everybody watching us. If you haven't seen Bigger Than Africa, go on Netflix. If you don't get Netflix, you go and call your friends and say, please borrow me your net. I want to watch something. Netflix, Bigger Than Africa, Bigger Than Africa. You will feel different as a Yoruba man or a Yoruba woman.
Top chat, wow. Everybody, good evening, bonsoir. So all the top chats, because nowadays we find it difficult to enter to dial in and call in, but at least we are enjoying ourselves. Okay, Team Maiyegun for you.
Nice one.
Okay.
Nice one. That's a good one there from our brother from France. I have another person on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. Live and direct.
Yeah. Professor Big Master Maiegun General.
Yes, sir.
Professor Big Master Maiegun General.
Sean, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank God again.
We thank God for everything. How are you, sir?
Hello, Maiegun.
Hello, sir. Share with me.
Yeah, I'm going by.
Loud and clear.
Yeah. God bless you so much that you live longer. I better
ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí ni o ẹ bá mi
ọkùnrin kan obìnrin kan
ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé ẹ lọ mọjà yín ẹ mọjà yín o tẹ
fẹ́ bọ́ àtàlájà láti fẹ́ máa sọ. ẹ rí nǹkan tó mi máa fẹ́ tèmi fẹ́ mí suggestion tèmi wá. Yorùbá rescue team yẹn àbá pè ní Yorùbá rescue movement.
Okay.
Wow. Yoruba rescue movement. Okay.
You're not to sound lovely back on.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
I think àwọn èèyàn fi oríṣiríṣi síwájú yẹn, but you know, why not?
Very movement. Kò sí èèyàn kan tó lè dá movement dúró. Èmi nìkan ni mò ń pè ní Professor Maiegun General. Yeah, orúkọ tèmi ni Ìbásàn Olúwatóyìn Abisogun.
Ìbásàn. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn pé sà? Olúwatóyìn.
Ìbásàn mi.
God bless you.
Olúwatóyìn. Yeah.
So, Baba.
AKA Baba náà.
AKA Baba náà, ìyẹn ni máa rántí. So, Baba náà, ẹ fire.
Ṣẹ́rí Maiegun. Ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wọn máa sọ ọ̀kan tó ń máa sọ. Let them say, this is a movement that nobody can stop. Me as a person, I want to be a volunteer. The moment about Shikini and by, the moment about the Shikini and by, I will log in. I will be one of the first 10 because I follow your program back to back.
Bless you. Ṣé ti rí báyìí sí o, mo ti rí volunteer lórí call yìí nìkan lórí program yìí. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ pé wọlé nìyẹn o.
Ẹ mọ̀ rí mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn politicians ẹ̀ ń wò yẹn. Movement bó ṣe máa ń kó àwọn èèyàn jọ ni tó máa ń parọ́ tàn wọ́n. Bó ṣe máa ń kó àwọn èèyàn jọ tó máa ń parọ́ tàn wọ́n nìyí. Àwa náà máa dá tiwa sílẹ̀. Á jẹ́ kí bẹ̀rẹ̀. Every street we are going to have street captain. A máa ní street captain. A máa ní àwọn èèyàn ní junction kọ̀ọ̀kan. A máa create centers. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo tó ti ń wo bọ́ọ̀lù wọ̀nyẹn tó ti ń wo bọ́ọ̀lù. A máa make sure pé a lọ ń polówó síbẹ̀. A máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa kó àwọn èèyàn jọ. A máa register wọn. A máa ní meeting every weekend. A máa ṣe meeting. A máa organize football competition. These are the movements. Because movement means anybody will stop it. Tó bá yá, iná nínú ọmọ ẹ̀kọ́ máa yá gbẹ̀yìn. Ṣé ní gbogbo àpótí tó ń ṣeré tó ń lọ yẹn? Wọ́n ń padà bọ̀. Gbogbo tí ọmọ tó fìdí rẹmi. Àwọn tíbi wọ́n da páńpẹ́lẹ̀ fún wọn ni. Wọ́n da páńpẹ́lẹ̀ fún wọn kó wá jẹrọ ni. Wọ́n lè ti mú wọn kọ́ máa tẹ̀lé wọn gbólẹ̀. Lẹ́yìn padà bọ̀.
Lẹ́yìn sùúdẹ̀ rẹ̀ sà. Káàdì ẹ̀fọ́ ni o.
Ṣé ń gbọ́ Maiegun?
Sá.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run, Yorùbá nation will come and soon.
Amen.
I'm a professional builder.
See?
So in my own field, àwa náà mo bá ṣe máa kó ní kọ́ ilé tó lé máa wó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Gbogbo everybody professional ni o, ó máa gbogbo ẹ máa wòrán sẹ̀, template tá à ń tó lẹ̀ yẹn, ẹ máa connect.
Ilé wo lójoojúmọ́ yẹn kò ní sílẹ̀.
Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ a fẹ́ connect gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Gbogbo nǹkan tí oníkálukú ní láti offer la máa offer sínú kinní yìí. Ṣé understand sin? Ṣé gbàtà bá connect tán, àwa la máa build the policy tó máa jẹ́ jẹ́rìí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Àwọn máa ń sọ pé a create ID card tí yẹ pé a máa fún wa fúnra nọ́mbà. Àwọn máa ṣe bí movement ni evangelism ni. So for my own, I'm in total support.
Thank you, sir.
Gbogbo àwọn agitators wọ̀nyẹn náà Ọlọ́run máa pé rí wọn rí wípé nǹkan tí Maiegun ṣe yìí ibi tí yẹ kí gbogbo ákì sí mi ìtúpẹ́ gbà ìṣọmọṣẹ́ and the idea ẹgbẹ́ sí wípé nobody is replaceable yẹn very fine idea.
Àbí nǹkan tá a lè ṣe náà nìyẹn kéèyàn kan má kọ́ lọ assume yìí pé òun ti di invincible kan níbì kan ẹ ti understand sìn èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkan.
So Maiegun, continue your job. We love you. I love you.
I love you too. Thank you very
much. Professor Field Marshal Maiegun General.
Thank you, sir. You stay safe, brethren. I was Maiegun here. Forget it all. Hello. Hang on. It seems that okay, yeah. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? I am sorry, somehow your line is connected, but I cannot hear you.
Hello?
Oh, my brother. You go be shop Alpha.
Drop with your paravan.
And
I do, my brother.
And now take your time, Baba. Go relax. Call Shama de cut. So about the cut.
Come on, okay, good.
Go on.
So I'll make Majeko ya papa.
Oh no, take time.
First of all, God bless you. God continue to bless you, bro.
Amen.
Mo ko fẹ́ sọ fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá pé big challenge dey lay for everybody. Kò ṣe pé nípa Maiegun, ẹ má jẹ́ ká ṣe pé Maiegun ló fẹ́ gba glory. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ló fẹ́ gba glory. Then mo fẹ́ ká understand pé nǹkan tẹ́ ti dálẹ̀ yóò ti create a big attraction in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Because it will create more challenge fún wa lójú àwọn Fúlàní. Because bí wọ́n gbé Fúlàní fẹ́ take over lẹ̀ ọ̀tá wa lóòótọ́ definitely wọ́n á wò pé tàbá ti miss the chance àwọn people yìí ti lọ nìyẹn o. Ṣé ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn so à ń láti put in effort so big challenge.
Then kò
sọ̀rọ̀ lásán mọ́ báyìí tàbá àyà tẹ́lẹ̀ ó bẹ́ sáré ká ṣiṣẹ́ kìí Ọlọ́run á bá wa ṣe. Now ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ kí ni rescue fund yẹn mo fẹ́ pé ká sọ lórúkọ Yorùbá ó dàbí bó ti mọ́ wa lára ká máa sọ òyìnbó jù pẹ̀lú gbogbo kíní wa ó yẹ ká ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti sìn so tó bá yẹ pé Yorùbá rescue movement náà lọ máa sọ ká wá àwọn Yorùbá expert tó máa bá wa yí sí Yorùbá tó máa make sense. So kama àti dúró mo understand really tó ṣe rí bẹ́ẹ̀ torí pé òyìnbó la ti ń sọ ìwé yẹn ti pọ̀ jù fún wa ìwé yẹn ti pọ̀ jù tó
ó rọrùn náà láti tàbọ̀ orúkọ Yorùbá táìtù Yorùbá gan ta bàbá àìsàn gbádùn bàbá suggestion yìí o go on o.
àtẹ̀lé bá ṣe ní méjì gan why not àtẹ̀sí lè ṣe lọ́nà méjì irú nǹkan tó ń ṣe ní Canada tó yẹ pé French inside ìkan English inside tó a lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó a lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ náà so wà á dúró ká translate ẹ̀ so bá jẹ́ pé word tó yẹ kí ta bá ní ní Yorùbá a ṣe translate
èmi sọ wípé tí a bá rí ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ó mọ Yorùbá kọ tó dẹ̀ lè fàmì sórí Yorùbá dáadáa àwa lè fi sórí rìtẹ́nà
just throw it open sí floor àwọn Yorùbá lecturer máa wà láàrin wa.
ṣé you get but no bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe máa ń jù síta nìyẹn mo ti fẹ́ jù nǹkan kan nìyẹn get kan tí mo sọ ní pé ṣe nígbà tí a bá débi kan nígbà tí a lè gba bí méjì mẹ́ta tí wọ́n bá wa máa tún ṣe àyàn ògùn for English page wa ìwọ tó bá fẹ́ gbọ́ Yorùbá tó bá fẹ́ ka Yorùbá version gbogbo nǹkan tá a kọ síbẹ̀ yẹn gbogbo nǹkan tá a ṣe àwọn ènìyàn máa ti bá wa ṣe reproduction ẹ̀ wọ́n ti ṣe Yorùbá interpretation ẹ̀ wà á lọ ka Yorùbá so maybe I can include ẹ̀ sínú nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe.
ká tún rántí tàwọn tí wọ́n gbọ́rọ̀ náà kárọ́ọ̀tì tàwọn tí ọ̀gbọ́rọ̀ náà tá a bá lè máa ṣàwọn tí ẹ̀ ní recorded message náà so gbogbo yẹ ká incorporate ẹ̀ mọ́ láti ilẹ̀ báyìí so I mean àwọn suggestions tí mo fẹ́ make yẹn then hopefully máa join ní. Hopefully my join a volunteer group here so that I mean you said something nípa pé ká ṣe organisation yẹn láti ilẹ̀ but láti ilé ká plan yẹn láti grassroots pé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ security ká dey factor everything in then gbogbo àwọn locations àwọn sports all over the Yorùbá territory.
I know. It's just like maybe àwọn tó máa wà so that
mo understand I'm just saying so far ahead.
Àní mo láwọn èèyàn wa tẹ́ pé wọ́n ti ṣe gbogbo kìíní gbogbo surveillance everything wọ́n ti ṣe wọ́n ní data yẹn right but gbogbo bó ṣe make effort láti bá àwọn Yorùbá governor àwọn Yorùbá politician yẹn ó jẹ́ nsìn wọ́n fence wọn out ni tí wọ́n rí bí help àwọn yẹn ti wá ń reach out ń sìn yín pé gbogbo kíní yìí ló easy láti handle in fact gan tí resources bá wà nílẹ̀ ó ti yẹ yín sìn like baba ṣé you shall know what I'm saying they are ready ọmọ Yorùbá ni wọ́n fẹ́ help Yorùbá land àwọn tó wà nílé ògbà wọ́n fence wọn out ni gbogbo wọn ti padà síbi tó ti wá ó dẹ̀ ń dùn wọn láti ibi tó wà yẹn pé wọ́n ń wo calamity yẹn wọ́n ń wo from far ó dẹ̀ ń dá dùn wọn so gbàtọ̀ rí chance kìíní yẹn.
problem the solution ti problem you have to get the root cause láti kọ́kọ́ mọ kí ni kò sáfọ́ já yẹn kúrò téèyàn bá ní disease nísìnyí èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́kọ́ kí ló fa disease yẹn téèyàn bá lẹ́ environment nǹkan tó pọ̀ disease yẹn kọ́kọ́ kúrò lẹ́ environment yẹn kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ treatment tó bá ń treat ẹ̀ nínú environment yẹn kò easy la so òun náà ọ̀rọ̀ kan tá à ń sọ pẹ̀lú àwọn politicians wa when you have kí lorúkọ constitution tí ó lè fún wa ní chance láti ṣe dáadáa láti develop so why ta long content so nǹkan tó yẹ every one of them máa fight fún ni pé kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ kọ́ scrap constitution yìí kọ́kọ́ ṣe yẹn that is the solution. Tó ní interest àwọn èèyàn láì so but anyway don't let us go into that àwọn èèyàn tó rí wọn bá pé wọn ti understand yẹn but my conclusion is just gonna be ẹ jẹ́ ká máa fi fún àwọn bàbá Kítóyè o a lè bá àwọn bàbá yẹn o a lè yọwọ́ wọn láwo
orí ni wọn a lè fi wọn tẹ́lẹ̀
because tí wọn bá sí ojú wa ní option a máa ṣì tẹ̀lé àwọn politicians rèé yìí because ká máa parọ́ tí ò bá sí Yorùbá nation a máa consider láàrin àwọn idiot tó wà nílẹ̀ àwọn olè àgbàyà tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí amani eléyìí sì dáa náà because I mean last 7 years nǹkan tá a ṣe nìyẹn náà nígbà tá a rí mẹ̀kútúrú ẹni tó yẹ pé tá a bá mọ ọmọ secondary school ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ̀ kí gangan kò gbọdọ̀ sọ pé o fẹ́ perform against ẹ̀ wàá wá wò pé ìbá ti ní professor ó wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ look at ibi tó reduce wa dé but anyway the conclusion on this is let's give it to Baba let's give it to àwọn bàbá yẹn tó ń ṣe dáadáa adúpẹ́ lọ wọn Ọlọ́run ajẹ́kẹ́mi wọ́n gùn fún wa o nǹkan táwọn bàbá yẹn náà fẹ́ lélẹ̀ so wọ́n ti kọ́ sọ pé nǹkan wa ni àwa náà dẹ̀ ti ń gbà lọ wọn díẹ̀díẹ̀ so lágbára Ọlọ́run adé jẹ́ ṣe wá láwọn ọmọ tó máa gbà tó máa dẹ̀ ṣe dáadáa tó máa gbé táwọn gan rò pé àwọn fẹ́ kó dé lọ lágbára Ọlọ́run so màá drop kiri mi bíbá yìí so razak ìjọlálé mo sọ pé mo lè má padà àbọ̀ mo tún padà wálé ni.
no oríṣi ẹ̀yin nìkan lè wà addicted ṣé rí lórí Maiyegun ìmọ̀ àsọ̀fáwọn èèyàn kan tó bá sọ pé àwọn wà addicted sí Maiyegun èmi gan wà addicted ṣé tí n bá ti wá sórí Maiyegun like máa feel like pé mo ti let àwọn èèyàn down oye èèyàn mélòó ló ti ń lọ wò fóònù wọn sí iná oye mélòó ló ti lọ ń wò bóyá ṣé Maiyegun wà bẹ́ẹ̀ àbí kò sí ń bẹ̀ if mo tẹ̀ pé 10 minutes wọ́n máa lò pẹ̀lú pé 20 minutes yẹn somehow wọ́n ṣàṣì chẹ́ẹ̀kì pé ṣó wà live ṣé kò sí live ṣé you get.
inú mi ti ẹ̀dùn pé mo join eléyìí ìfẹ́ àmọ́ ń tẹ́ aláṣẹ kan pé mo máa pè mo tún pe direct tó wọ voice mail àmú ní kò ṣe direct làwọn èèyàn pé tó wá dúró lórí WhatsApp tó ti wá kọ́sẹ́tì because orúkọ yẹn Yorùbá ló yẹ ká tètè fi sára wá sí ká máa ṣe because tá a bá ti foundation tá a bá ti lé òun la máa fẹ́ follow lọ because gbogbo àwọn bàbá gan náà gbogbo Yorùbá nation sọ pé kìíní kan tó ó yẹ kó máa fi kìíní Yorùbá then let me drop this one thank God pé mo rántí sí nǹkan kan tí spirit mi sọ fún mi ni pé just like America when we say Yorùbá nation ká máa sọ pé land of miracles.
Land of the great.
Káwọn bàbá yẹn máa gbọ́ ká sọ pé Yorùbá nation land of miracles wọ́n lè wá fi sáàárín ẹ̀ pé God miracle or whatever but nǹkan ní spirit mi sọ fún mi nìyẹn pé when we say Yorùbá nation land of miracles.
ilẹ̀ ìyanu.
Ilẹ̀ ìyanu ẹ̀ sọ àtúnyí yẹn náà sí Yorùbá. Ilẹ̀ ìyanu Olúwa ni.
Is on record bàbá. Nígbà wọn suggestion yìí nígbà tí gbogbo ẹ̀ ti bá máa fuse ẹ̀ papọ̀ later tí máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ni wá sọ fún ìgbà nǹkan báyìí ni mo come up with it Maiyegun wà intelligence ṣá mi ò wà too intelligence mo máa mọ́gbọ́n yẹn bí ni nígbà tí mo bá ti wá jókòó tó máa kó àkùnbé mi.
Center of collection ni so God has made you that so
thank you very much all of you.
I mean we shouldn't care about who gets kò sẹ́ni ọ̀rọ̀ glory kọ̀ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́wà ní at the end of the day glory tí èèyàn kan máa gbà níbì kan ẹlòmíì gbà ń bò mí like let me drop this one again. Irú èmi ti ní plan ni pé I will start buying land in nílẹ̀ Yorùbá you understand because I know definitely lágbára Ọlọ́run ti gbẹ́lẹ̀ fún wa tó bá dẹ̀ ti jẹ́ pé ibi tí first source of earnings fáwọn èèyàn ibẹ̀ yẹn ni because ilẹ̀ làwọn èèyàn wá kọ́ máa padà sílé náà yóò máa ta property wọn.
tó bá gbọ́ sí náà tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ kí ní kó ṣe jẹ́ ẹni ẹ kàn ra drop ẹ lórí program yìí ni èmi náà máa kàn ra drop ẹ sí mi ní so much ẹni ṣé tí nǹkan tá fẹ́ ṣe yìí tó bá tóbi tán ta ní enough resources ṣé a lè máa ra àwọn ilẹ̀ Yorùbá táwọn kan ti rà lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá a lè máa rà padà ni ìrànyẹn ra drop ẹ wẹ́rẹ́ ń bí ìjọ yẹn ọmọkọ̀ọ́ra amúdání ni ọmọ mi ní sọ jù yẹn náà lọ́bọ̀ like you said ilẹ̀.
ibi tí gbogbo ẹ ń lọ nìyẹn àwọn kan máa táwọn níjọ́ táwọn kan bá kó dọ́là tó kó pounds dé wọ́n máa jùlẹ̀ fún
wọn. wọ́n máa kó wọn lẹ̀ padà fún wa àwọn tó rò pé àwọn ti rà láti hold on to it yẹn. àwọn
oníbàyàn jà. mo sọ kí ní kan fún ìyàwó mo sọ pé àwọn Haúsá kan wà tó náà rà lẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ìkọ́ táwọn kan rà lẹ̀.
legitimately ni o no joke o àwọn èèyàn wá ń talẹ̀ fún wọn àwọn tó ń pè lábúlẹ̀ ṣòwò ńlẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣé kìí ṣe ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló ń tà ṣé ìmọ̀ èèyàn tó ń tà fún.
wọ́n máa talẹ̀ fẹ́ anybody náà Maiyegun máa talẹ̀ fẹ́ anybody but àwọn èèyàn kan wà wọ́n ti rà lẹ̀ because ọkàn fáwọn kan máa rà lọ wọn tó bá lọ wọn ò lè sọ fún àwọn ò ní ta tó bá lọ wọn máa ta náà wọn á múùbù lọ sínú àbíkọ́ múùbù lọ sílùú wọn bó ṣe máa jẹ́ nìyẹn bọ̀rẹ́ nìyẹn ọlọ́run á gbé adébẹ̀ lágbára ọlọ́run á gbé wa kọjá lẹ́lòmíì náà tún wá
káwọn tó wà ní tiwọn mọ mo enjoy yàrá mi báyìí mo enjoy conversation kí n má parọ́ mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn tó ń wà mo enjoy it for real. Nice one, Baba. So let me take this. Hello there. Hello, bá mi turn no volume kí ni yẹn sílẹ̀ má bínú jẹ́ ó loud gan. So ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi báyìí?
Hello, Baba Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Hello, ẹ káalẹ́ o.
Káalẹ́, báwo ni sir?
Adúpẹ́. Bọ́lá láti London.
Sir, Bọ́lá láti London. Elder nìyẹn so. Ẹ go on, sir.
Yeah. Nígbà tí ẹ kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, tẹ́ bá rántí, ẹ sọ ọ̀rọ̀ kan wípé àkáǹtì owó nígbà ẹ ń ṣe àkáǹtì àwọn owó tó wọlé lálẹ́ àná. Tẹ́mọ̀ ẹ sọ iye tó wọlé lórí PayPal, ẹ sọ iye tó wọlé lórí GoFundMe, ẹ wá sọ iye tó wọlé lórí Diaspora Radio International. Ṣé rí bẹ́ẹ̀ gangan ni mo ń lọ? Ṣé rí ṣé mọ̀ pé bank account nìyẹn? Diaspora Radio International bank account ó ní source code ó ní account number. Pẹ̀lú ẹni tí a bá fẹ́ ṣe ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn bank account bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ẹ jẹ́ kó wà. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ wípé àwọn kan wà?
Tó jẹ́ direct bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn kan wà? Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn kan wà? Old school ni wọ́n. Àwọn old school wà. Ṣé rí gbogbo PayPal yẹn gbogbo GoFundMe yẹn they cannot handle it. Ẹ̀yin náà wo yo.
Ẹ má bínú o, mo wà so surprised. Usually tí àwọn èèyàn bá send anything sí inú mi ò kí n really make it public yẹn kọ́ wà fún pé tí mo bá ní any transfer ṣe on my own kìíní ni mo wá dedicate ẹ̀ right.
Mo mọ̀.
Now lẹ́nu pé mo kàn ṣí sílẹ̀ ibi orí PayPal lórí gift send ni mo ti máa ń rí £20 £10 ṣe lẹ́nu pé mo ṣí sílẹ̀ táwọn èèyàn dájọ́ sílẹ̀ nìyẹn o £10 £20 £5 £30 £40 òun ló pé ló di orúkọ yìí o ló di £235 sà mo ń gbọ́ yín sà.
ṣé ẹ bá rówó tó wà mò ń wò bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe gbé lọ́wọ́ yẹn mò ń wò yín mò ń wò bẹ́ẹ̀ torí orí tẹlifíṣàn mo ti ń wò yín now mò ń wò yín èmi náà ń wò bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe yẹn tí nǹkan tí mo tẹ̀ láti sọ ni pé ṣé ẹ rí old school wà àwọn new school wà ṣé ẹ rí àwọn new school ẹ rí i pé bí ẹ̀yin báyìí bí àwọn èjì yín báyìí pé ṣé ẹ rí gbogbo àti pé gbogbo ẹ̀ ó yé yín ṣé ẹ rí àwa kan àti ó ti yé yín bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lóòótọ́ above 50 going to 60 after 60 ṣe náà paper yẹn
extra ni fún understand especially tẹsán máa type káàdì yín láti ẹyọ kan tí dé 60.
gbogbo jẹ́rí gbogbo iye kò máa ní GoFundMe ló máa béèrè question lè ló máa béèrè gbogbo yẹn is not that easy. ṣé anything eléyìí tẹ́ fẹ́ gbé jáde yìí.
ká jẹ́ kí irú ẹ̀ wá kó bá wá.
ẹ jẹ́ kí bank ẹ jẹ́ ẹ bá ṣe eléyìí mọ́ kó ní bank account source code and account number. So ẹnlẹ fi mi ò ní kí PayPal máa wà o mi ò ní kí gbọǹfọ mi ò sọ pé kó máa wà o kí àwọn tí ó bá fẹ́ bank account káwọn yẹn máa lọ kọ́ lọ lóye tó bá pè yẹn ló rọrùn fún wọn.
ẹ sà ṣẹ́ni tá tiẹ̀ ń gbé bọ̀ yìí tá ń gbé bọ̀ yìí ó tún dá débi pé ẹ lè kọ check kẹsẹ̀ díẹ̀ sí directed to the bank tó máa bá wa handle kìíní yìí wọ́n máa cash ẹ̀ wọ́n máa process ẹ̀ fún wọ́n máa debit ẹ̀ àbí credit wa ẹgẹ́ tí ń sìn wọ́n á debit ẹ̀ yẹn.
ọ̀rọ̀ ti parí.
So there is a lot that practicalize but.
yẹn mo ní kí n sọ fún mi pé area yẹn wà very very important ó ti deny wa ní ó ti deny yín ní a lot of owó bẹ̀tẹ̀ mo ti ń try láti sọ fún yín láti ẹjọ́ yìí wípé ṣáà lè ní something like that ni wípé kínní bẹ̀tẹ̀ ọlọ́run ló ní màá wọlé lálẹ́ yìí. So that kó ọwọ́ kan torí ìyẹn ọwọ́ kan ló máa wọlé ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Kẹ́rí ní 1952 ni bàbá wa ti fọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ Awólọ́wọ̀ ló dá ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Odùduwà sílẹ̀. Ṣẹ́ngẹ́tì mi
gẹ́gẹ́ ẹni tí brọ́dà wa tó sọ̀rọ̀ láti ẹni mo fẹ́ kí lẹ́yìn o tó sọ wípé kí orúkọ yẹn tó bá lè jẹ́ orúkọ Yorùbá. So ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Odùduwà around 1952 ni bàbá wa Awólọ́wọ̀ dálẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Odùduwà ló wá padà di action group.
That's right.
Ibẹ̀ náà ti mo rò pé ilé bàbá wa Chief Ajasin lọ́wọ́ bí nǹkan náà pé ibẹ̀ náà ti dálẹ̀ in that time. So ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Odùduwà ló padà wá mẹ́tòmọ́fò agbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ń sọ ló di action group. Ló di action group. So taba think along that line kò sí nǹkan tó bad kó jẹ́ Yorùbá. Wọ́n máa lè gẹ́gẹ́ bí bọ́lá wa ṣe sọ tó tún ní ti bí Canada wọ́n máa ń sọ English and French náà sọ nìkan. A lè ṣe ní ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Odùduwà a tún lè kọ́ English kíní whatever. Ó ti fẹ́ lórí nǹkan tí ilé bá decide. So but ẹgbẹ́ a lè ká ṣe Yorùbá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn so that kó tí Yorùbá yẹn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. So ó ti máa jẹ́.
Ó máa kọ̀dà ìgbà ìbùkún
no mo kàn sọ káàgbé later gbogbo something like that. Tí àwọn èèyàn tí ilé bá dẹ̀ wá sọ wípé Yorùbá rescue team náà ni o.
Àárí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Tán bá níbẹ̀ yẹn kan fi ilẹ̀ mi lọ́nà.
Ọkọ̀ tí mo mú nú ọ̀rọ̀ wa lálẹ́ ìsà tó dẹ̀ dùn mọ́ mi nú gan. Èyí tó dùn mọ́ mi nú jẹ́ wípé tá a bá ṣe wẹ́bsáìtì wa tán ká ṣe Yorùbá version náà. So that ẹni tó fẹ́ ka òyìnbó á lè ka Yorùbá. Ṣé ní yẹn ló dùn mí mo dẹ̀ ti dì mú.
So that will be very lovely. That will be very lovely. Adele tí mo dẹ̀ sọ yẹn nípa ti àkáǹtì yẹn kí àkáǹtì direct tó máa jẹ́ bank account. Torí àwọn old school wà tó jẹ́ pé kò yí sí fún wọn láti lọ paper lẹ́sìn.
Tó bá fẹ́ kú àwọn àgbàlagbà lè wà ní elderly. No sọ pé senior citizens. Ìyẹn wà
bẹ́ẹ̀
àwọn senior citizens. So àwa bó ṣe máa arrange ẹ̀ sá ẹ má worry.
So ó jẹ́ bọ́rọ̀ yẹn ṣe jẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi àyè lẹ̀ tí àwọn ẹlòmíràn kan lè wọlé ẹ ṣé gan ni olúwa same to olúwa wà pẹ̀lú yín a máa délẹ̀ lérí lórúkọ Jésù.
Very nice evening, sir.
Yeah,
so that's a good one. Èmi yẹn enjoy gbogbo àwọn suggestions yẹn o. Kò sẹ́ni of them to waste. But ẹ máa find out later. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun baba.
Hello, sir. Báwo ni o?
Yeah. Ọ̀gá ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ìlú wa o.
Àwa nìyẹn o. Ẹ kú ìrànlọ́wọ́, ẹ kú àdúró tì ṣá o. Báwo ni o?
Àìdíà kan jáde ṣùgbọ́n a ní fi sí ìta gbangba fún àwọn ọ̀tá. Yorùbá ní inú lóko ẹ̀ ṣe ń gbé. Mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ get idea yẹn gbàdẹ̀ ka àwọn nǹkan kan tó ń sìn ni. So mo fẹ́ kẹ́ rí nọ́mbà yìí tẹ́ bá parí show ẹ pè mí bóyá èmi kí n lè pè yín kí n lè mú àwọn nǹkan kan jáde gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá ó ní àwọn nǹkan kan tí a máa ṣe nípa nǹkan tèmi mọ̀ lórí nǹkan tẹ́yìn ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ yìí ṣe rí àwọn nǹkan tá à ń ṣe yìí àwọn kílẹ̀ mi.
No mo fẹ́ sọ pé irú ibi tí mo ń suggest pé everybody tó ní one idea here and there template ibi tá ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbà wọ́n tá máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ deal pẹ̀lú wọn lẹ́yọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan tá máa rí effect lè track stage yẹn la fẹ́ dé yìí sí but mo ń follow yín láì release much information tí yẹn sì mo ń follow yín ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ lọ.
Yeah, so because wọ́n ní gbogbo aṣọ kọ́là ń sá lórùn nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí tí ẹ bá ń ṣe nǹkan tó dáa nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí èèyàn kan sọ̀rọ̀ láti Amẹ́ríkà sìn ó ju ọjọ́ orí wa lọ nǹkan tí àwọn ọmọ wa máa jèrè lórí ẹ̀ là ń ṣe yìí torí kì í ṣe ẹ̀yin nìkan mọ́ àwọn dream tí àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ń dúró láti pé tó ń wait on tó ń dúró dè lélẹ̀ òun lẹ sọ jáde ẹ sọ but ibi tí kìíní ń lọ ó ju ọjọ́ orí wa lọ and gbogbo Yorùbá all over the world tí iye ò ra ìwé ìtàn sọ pé a fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ fún iye ríra so àwọn tí iye wọn ṣí wọ́n mọ̀ pé ohun tẹ́ ń sọ yìí ohun tí ọ̀run tó prepare sílẹ̀ fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ́ ń sọ yìí.
tó kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run.
Are you with me, sir?
Following you.
ṣé wọn pé a sọ̀rọ̀ lè jọ̀ ń bẹ̀ ọ̀bọ̀ mo ń sọ àwọn kankan tó jẹ́ pé.
ṣe nígbà mi wà tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo wa ò lè rí nǹkan same way nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí ara unique ní as Yorùbá o ṣe ibi tẹ́yìn tún mú lọ yẹn sìn yẹn èmi ń follow yín o bọ́mbà tó bọ́mbà o ẹ jọ̀ọ́.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni so ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ tí èèyàn bá jẹ́ ìkà tó bá gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ yìí á ronú pìwàdà tó bá jẹ́ ìkà tó fẹ́ ṣe ìkà tó gbé ìkà wá láti ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà wọn láì Nàìjíríà tó gbọ́ sílẹ̀ Oòduà ó máa rí pé because ọmọ tá a bá fowó tọ́ á mọ iye owó. Ìkẹta tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ wá rí nǹkan tí à ń plan tá a gbé sílẹ̀ yìí inú mi dùn mo rí pé tá àwọn èèyàn wá sọ pé àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ mánà gba sọ pé a fẹ́ pín a fẹ́ lọ Ọlọ́run ò ní sọ fún anybody kò pín àwa la máa ní pé ìyà jẹ wá tó a fẹ́ kúrò nínú ìyà fúnra wa kọ́lọ́run tó tẹ̀lé wa. So gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí Ọlọ́run máa tì yín lẹ́yìn àtìyàwó àtọmọ ẹ máa jẹ́ jọjọ alẹ́ ni. So inú mi really dùn gan mo ti ń pè yín so many times mo ti ń wo program yìí sìn á ti ju 1-2 years lọ́mọ rò mo pè wọlé rí. Mo kàn time láti.
There must be a reason.
Ó wọlé láti.
Kò ń ṣe coincidence sa o.
Wọ́n ti gbé jìkú ń bẹ̀. Wọ́n jókòó lé tẹ́lẹ̀ ni.
Wọ́n ti gbókùtà kúrò lẹ́nu ibojì.
Lásàrù ti jáde síta kò ti rí Jésù.
God bless you, sir.
So I'm really happy fún nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ kí àwa tá a gbàgbọ́ nínú ìwé ìtàn Ọlọ́run á máa tì yín lẹ́yìn á dẹ̀ pa yín mọ́. Òun ní ọ̀mọ̀ràn tó mọ ohun tó wà nínú àpáta. Ọlọ́run mọ nǹkan tó wà lọ́kàn yín. Á wá dáàbò bò yín. Ìwé ìtàn sọ pé aláàbò nílùú Góṣíónì ní Ọlọ́run. Á dáàbò bò yín lẹ́yìn odi. Gbogbo plant ẹ ní àwọn ẹ̀mí ò ní fẹ́, àwọn ọ̀gá ò ní fẹ́. Láàárín àwọn ẹmẹ̀wà 12 àríjúdá bọ̀ ète ìmọ̀ wọn ò ní tán lórí yín. Iṣẹ́ yín nìkan àti ìyàwó àti gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ yín àti gbogbo ẹni tó ń gbóhùn yìí tọ́dẹ̀ rí ibi tá à ń lọ yìí. Torí ohun tí mo rí lálẹ́ yìí ó kọjá ọgbọ́n orí wa lọ. Ṣé má jẹ́ ń gba àkókò yín púpọ̀ a sì máa sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn program.
Ẹ má change
kìnìún
yẹn ẹ má change kìnìún yẹn for now. Mo máa ń easy fún mi láti recognize the number that way. Thousands of numbers yẹn ló wà lórí fóònù yìí. Ẹ má change DP orí kìnìún yẹn. I'll reach out like you said.
Ojú òun tí owó kan máa ná ojú òní tì yín lórúkọ Jésù.
Àmín. Ẹ ṣeun.
God bless you, sir.
And you too, sir.
I really appreciate.
God bless you.
Ìyàwó mi náà ń kí yín bí ọmọ mi náà ń kí yín. Ó ti sùn ó máa ń jójó yín ni. Ó ti sùn máa jíṣẹ́ fún lọ́la pé Maiyegun bàbá ẹ̀ bá Maiyegun sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ jẹ́ sọ wípé ẹmọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ ṣáàmọ́ bí i sìn a wà ní 2 hours 2 minutes tó bá ti jí láàárọ̀ ọ̀la ẹ̀rọ láti 2 hours 3 minutes of video yìí ẹ play ẹ̀ fún pé Maiyegun is saying hi to you, okay? Maiyegun was talking to daddy earlier and now you are in bed. This is for you. So ẹ bá mi play bí kékeré yìí fún tó bá ti jí lọ́la. So ẹ̀yin tó bá bí tó wà 2 hours 3 minutes.
I promise máa wá jáde.
Message tiẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ẹ bá kí wọ́n jáde. So that's one there.
Maiegun General.
Kábíyèsí o.
Olórí oko káfàtà.
Ẹ káalẹ́.
Ojú o.
Àwọn elder nìyẹn ní temple. Hello sir.
Ẹ káalẹ́.
Ẹ kú àsìkò yìí sir. Ẹ bá wa dá sí.
Ẹ jàre. Kí n tó máa bóyá sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, mo rí i pé most gbogbo tí mo fẹ́ sọ náà làwọn èèyàn ti pẹ̀kẹ́ lù. Àti pé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá wa Professor Emeritus Professor Ọbájí Akíntóyè, ẹ̀ǹkan ti clear area lórí ẹ̀ alànà. Mo fẹ́ yẹ kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ wípé Maiyegun ògbà tó bú bàbá o, tọ́lọ̀ gbọ́ kí nìyẹn padà dáadáa. Kò bú bàbá rárá. Àwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ àǹdí bàbá tó ń ti bàbá àgbàlagbà pé kọ́lọ́ máa bá wọn solicit fowó níta ní Maiyegun ta fi pé bàbá ìyá àgbàlagbà ni wọ́n. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ìfúnra wa bàbá ìdí bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ débi tó bàbá wa ṣe dé. Títí Maiyegun try láti ṣe ìyẹn. Òun ṣe pé báyìí wọ́n bú bàbá ṣùgbọ́n àwọn kan ti wá rí i pé Maiyegun ti jẹ́ ọ̀tá àwọn pé ìdí nìyẹn tí wọ́n fi ajíjẹ́mọ̀ dàrú àwọn á lè lo opportunity yẹn láti lè mọ́wọ́ Maiyegun lára bàbá. Nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ láti lè máa ṣiṣẹ́ ju wọn tó ń ṣe lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹni tí Ọlọ́run bá ti ṣe ó ti ṣe igi tọ́lọ̀ bá ti gbìn ó ti gbìn. So tẹ̀tẹ̀ òpópó lómi nílẹ̀ ojú tó dé. So ẹ jẹ́ ká máa ṣiṣẹ́ wa lọ ọ̀rọ̀ àgbà fún wa. Àwa wà ń lé àdó kàtàkà bí abàní. Abàdé máa ń bábà lọ́jọ́kọjọ́. Wọ́n ní kò tí wọ́n wọlé sí lè pẹ́ ní oko tó
inú ibẹ̀ ló máa bá kò síbẹ̀ ló dẹ̀ máa fi sí.
bọ́mọdé ṣe lè jí kòkòdé tó jókòó kó jí dé oko tó láyé yìí báyìí oko ló máa bá kòkòdé.
kábíyèsí bá fi dúró lè máa fi sí. So again lórí ọ̀rọ̀ pé báyà orúkọ tó yà fún rescue fund báyà létí Yorùbá ẹ̀ báyà ká fún ní ẹgbẹ́ ìgbàlà ọmọ Odùduwà ọ ẹgbẹ́ ìgbàlà ọmọ Oòduà tó kọ́lọ̀ àwọn lọ́wọ́ ẹ máa bá sẹ́yìn lọ nígbà tó bá jáde.
ẹgbẹ́ ìgbàlà àti ní ìlànà ṣé kò tí ń clash bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn sà bọ́ mo like suggestion yín ó ti ń di pé a ti ń throw word around yẹn ẹlòmíín náà máa tún fún mi lánàá bọ̀ yá káfi head díẹ̀.
káfi head díẹ̀ lóòótọ́ ni because téèyàn bá sunkún á máa rí náà because gbogbo especially rúùlù tèmi wà ẹ́ nígbà tí mo kọ́ máa wọ ìlú èyìnbó jama ni mo gbà wọlé gbogbo àwọn tí mo ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ wọn sọ fún pé nà pé àwọn tí máa fẹ́ sọ òyìnbó kí máa lọ sí Inglaterra pé bí yóò ṣe pé Dutchland ibi tí mo wà ẹ́ ìgbà tí mo tún mú kó mẹ́sì mo bọ́ sí Spain náà again the same thing wọn ní Espanyol la bí pé kí n sọ Espanyol pé tí ìgbà tí sọ Espanyol kí n gbàgbé pé kò sọ òyìnbó so arajà lẹ́yìn wà á dẹ̀ ti gbé tiwa náà kalẹ̀ nìyẹn náà anybody tó bá wa transfer anything kó náà sọ Yorùbá so mo fọwọ́ sí pé ká sọ lórúkọ Yorùbá because àtúndébà tó kura wa sínú àpò ẹrú ṣe ọ̀sán mi tó kọ́lọ̀ gbà fún wa tábà tó lórúkọ mi tó stable bẹ́ẹ̀ bí èmi ti ṣèrò nìyẹn kí lọ́la.
wọ́ọ̀kì lórí gbogbo ẹ̀ máa tún wájú síta báyìí
náà so ọ̀rọ̀ àgbà fún wa ẹ kúṣẹ́ à ń retí o ẹ jẹ́ tó tètè jáde ẹ̀yẹ káyà bá lẹ́kún bẹ́lẹ̀ kó bẹ́ sáré ẹgbọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ àgbà fún wa.
àwọn èèyàn ti ń sọ pé kí ni gbogbo ilé ìbáyìí tá à ń fẹ́ nìdé ẹ má jẹ́ kí n kọ̀ọ̀kan bá yín lẹ́rù lóòótọ́ nǹkan ńlá ni ìta fẹ́ ṣe yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ṣùgbọ́n àwa náà ọwọ́ wa náà ò dilẹ̀ akókó ń ṣe níṣe kejì ṣe níṣe méjì níta ń bẹ̀ yẹn náà tó ń sọ ń pa ẹ̀sà abẹ́ẹ̀mọ̀ ọwọ́ wa ò dilẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ọwọ́ ò dilẹ̀ àtìgbà kan dúró àfìgbà kan dúró kò tí ì ràn sáwọn tó wà ń ta ni àwọn inú ilé àwọn iṣẹ́ ìlọ́nu ilé nígbà tó bá tó ẹ̀yin àyè sọ̀kọ́ agbèjẹ́jọ́ wọ́n ní àràdá ẹkùn bí ò bá jọjú ẹ jẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ ológin ní bọ́sítà kó dá tiẹ̀ káwòrán.
wọ́n ìmọ̀ táwọn èèyàn sọ àwọn èèyàn ní Maiyegun ó fi tọ́ wa lẹ́nu wò tán ó wá ní us ní bí us ní bírèkì ó lè jáwọ́ ó lè fi lè tọ́ wa lẹ́nu wò tán wọ́n fi gbà lè ṣe báyìí kó wá di pé wá sọ pé inú kan ń bí ẹ kò lè wọ́ọ̀kì o.
ẹ̀rọ kò ń di rọ ibo tí pọ̀ wé tọ́jọ́ kan pé ẹrú lèèyàn ti máa bínú kúrò èèyàn bínú kúrò lọ́mọ tí èèyàn bá ti rí àwọn èèyàn wọ́n ní wẹ̀yìn rẹ wò bó lọ́mọ ogun wẹ̀yìn rẹ wò ẹ ti tẹ́sí grant wò lánàá ẹ dẹ̀ sí pé àwọn èèyàn wà ńlẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó ń dáná kiri pé wọn ò dídá fún báyìí wọn ò dídá kankan mọ́kànlá mílíọ̀nù wà tó máa dá ẹ̀rù máa bà wọ́n nígbà ẹ̀rù máa bà wọ́n ẹ má wọrí.
wẹ́rẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn náà ni láàrin 1 hour ó kò tiẹ̀ tó 1 hour.
kékeré wá nìyẹn ìjọ tẹ bá wá lọ́ọ̀ṣì kí ni ilẹ̀ bá máa mọ̀ àyẹn tó máa fi $1 sí £1 sí £1 sí 20 30 40 ẹ máa nígbà tẹ ẹ máa rí lẹ̀ ẹ máa nígbà tó bá máa rí gbogbo lẹ̀ gan ẹ̀rù máa bà ń pé movement ilé yàtọ̀.
ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì ọ̀sẹ̀ kìíní kan ẹ máa wọ̀
mo dá bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ kó dá wa dúró ẹ jẹ́ kó dá wa dúró ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n lọ́ọ̀sì tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ́ọ̀sì ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n lọ́ọ̀sì kan tó fẹ́ lọ́ọ̀sì lọ́ọ̀ fún ọ̀tá ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ́ọ̀sì kan tó fẹ́ lọ́ọ̀sì lọ́ọ̀ fún ọ̀tá ṣe ọ̀sán pé kọ́mọ̀ sọ pé akọ̀rọ̀ ságbà lẹ́nu kọ́mọ̀ ní kí báyà pé kọ́mọ̀ sọ pé kọ́mọ̀ sọ pé báyà kankan wà níbẹ̀ tó ń dùn wá kọ́mọ̀ sọ pé báyà pé a ní special motive kankan ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n lọ́ọ̀sì apá ọ̀sẹ̀ kan tí wọ́n bá lọ́ọ̀sì tí wọ́n tá àwa kó wa ya ara wa jáde bí ọmọjọ́ mẹ́jọ.
ṣé ń gbọ́ ẹnjìníà wa alàgbàládélé lẹ ẹnjìníà tó ń design ni o ṣé ń gbọ́ lẹ́yìn ọ̀sẹ̀ kan báyìí a máa launch tiwa ni ẹnjìníà ẹ ṣeun.
ṣé bàbá
okay thank you very much sir. so àwọn èèyàn sọ ní confidence nínú ìfẹ́ ṣe adé láti ṣe náà ni hello there.
Hey, professor.
Oh, yeah.
ẹni tó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ tó ti sọ kiri nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé why are we delaying.
irú àwọn tí mo ti fẹ́ kọ́ pè wọlé lélẹ́yìí jẹ́jẹ́
JJ.
Okay, continue.
Why are we delaying? Because the reason
we are perfect.
One way does not enter market. We are not in Onisha main market. Market. So anyway, I want to move back. I do understand. I'm a paddy, look. I'm a paddy. You don't take the bottle away from some people. So the bottle is about to knock. I've told you long time now that oh boy, you don't come up food from people how mouth to. Since you put your mouth on those kind of things, you cause a lot of problems. It's a sleepless night for some people.
Everybody into it. So one intention Yoruba nation. So everybody share Yoruba nation. And to rewarded and some leo. Èmi ò ń ṣe the type tó máa ń sọ pé torí Ọlọ́run ẹ bá wa lọ campaign o. Ibi tó bá yẹ kó ti fún yín logistic, ibi tó yẹ kẹ́ ti move, wọ́n máa fún yín ni o. Iṣẹ́ ìlú tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe yìí tó bá volunteer fún. Kò ń ṣe pé kákọ̀ sọ pé àti bá ti pariwo Yoruba nation, mo ti wà entitled sí nǹkan kan nìyẹn láti fún mi nǹkan báyìí kò lè.
Torí I have a fear. Ẹ̀rù kan bà mí. I'm trying to put my head around this. Even tó bá jẹ́ mi ní ti Sunday Igboho, I will detach myself from a lot of inner caucus. I will only trust myself and by myself. Because when you look at the setup, àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀, ibi tí mi ò sọ̀rọ̀ dé ó máa yé ẹ débẹ̀. Ó dàbí ìgbà pé torí mi ò fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ jù. Ó dàbí ìgbà pé ẹ má jà tó ajá ilẹ̀ ṣáà keep your friend and your enemy close. Tó bá jẹ́ pé mi ló lóye Sunday, if I were to advise him now, màá sọ fún pé kó detach completely. Just trust by yourself, live by yourself and by yourself and for yourself and for everything. Detach from some people so that to be able lè jẹ́ kó rí energize, kó lè ṣe àwọn nǹkan strategically. But anyway, let's forget them.
JJ, you don't throw you already. You know that Igboho is listening. Igboho is watching. And you don't get your message. Continue, JJ.
My only interest is intelligent kind of. After that, can analyze it, can digest it, can money point. I'm not interested more than that. And I'm waiting for our Yoruba fund, whatever. Let's intervention fund. Let it open first, then we'll see. All my family, all my friends, I will register them and I will be paying it a month. Finish. That's all I'm waiting for. Because we need to channel all this energy. Àwọn kan wò sórí wọ́n ti wò pé bóyá eré ni lákọ̀ọ́kọ́. Ó wá dé stage kó wá di pé a máa ní ká sọ kíní ká kàn fi ṣe Yorùbá àwọn kan ni o àdẹ̀mọ̀ kó máa dé odò tán. They've never thought it through. Opportunist ló pọ̀ jù ní Yorùbá nation. Wọ́n ò mọ̀ pé this thing is everybody lásán sọ́dọ̀ tọmọ lọ́wọ́. Everybody àti gbá àtàwọ̀ àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àtorí àti dí àti rù wọ́n dò tọmọ wọn lọ́wọ́ ni they did never expect ó lè dé level today. Òun ni mo ṣe sọ fún ẹ pé tó bá jẹ́ mi nìgbò you must detach. Wàá detach ara ẹ̀ kúrò. You live by yourself and for yourself and by yourself. Anything you want to do, just get there. Àti gbá àtàwọ̀ ní everybody turn. Nàkọ́ disappear overnight. Àti orí àti ìrù àti dí ibi tí mi ò sọ dé máa ti yí ẹ everybody. You only trust yourself and live by yourself and for yourself. You understand?
because ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àti orí gan àti ìlú àti ìdí gbogbo wọn ò mọ̀ kó lè dé stage tó dé yẹn. Which is why the confusion was too much to control now. Òun làwọn kan ṣe lè wọnú ẹ̀kan jẹun tó ń ṣe oríṣiríṣi. Which is normal. Àwọn kan gbọ́dọ̀ jẹun nínú. But wọn wá expect pé the emotion is too high. Forget say people dey follow politicians. Brother, nothing for them. They know. If anybody stands and come out today, the crowd will be larger than Igboho, whatever. Now me they tell you for this night, anybody back jáde lẹ́ni tó sọ fún ìfẹ́ jáde tó lè láyà bí Igboho yẹn, he will get more than times 10 of Igboho crowd. But who first to bet the cat? So now when things are like that, I want bàbá tó ọ̀dẹ̀ tí okay, ìwọ náà imagine. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ kan nù kìíní, and kìíní tẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n ló sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. I myself, I remember you. Ṣé bíbá àwọn bàbá tiẹ̀ sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe kìíní kan, wọ́n ní the account kan ká. Wọ́n over 4 to 3-5 months before you even come up with the idea, okay, let us intervene in Igboho and all that.
I know. Long story.
Which means there was never a plan.
JJ ta ló lè sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń fà tá à ń sọ ní December ní January tá a finally sọ pé kò yẹ jẹ́ àṣẹ February ta ló lè sọ pé irú ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ gbà yẹn ó ti ná wa ní over 18 million naira ló láàrin oṣù mẹ́ta sọ̀rọ̀ wá expensive gan sí a lot ti ṣẹlẹ̀ JJ move on.
I do know, but I don't want you. That's why I'm speaking in code. You understand? Because in Tonshele, none of them expect only the Ruby. Then so why you got to be so pé tí mo tó jẹ́ kí máa sọ̀rọ̀ yìí báyìí ni pé tó bá wò you came, you promised everybody should form a group or one form a group. But what we need a central something that everybody, whatever ẹni tó ṣàkólọ ẹni tó jẹ tó mu, at least àwọn tá a tún rò pé jẹgúdújẹrá gan, they might be able to remit something into the central. But when there's no central at all, only some people thought it was a joke. Just can't say propaganda. Taba fi ṣe propaganda tán. Can't fi ṣe ẹrù àwọn èèyàn kan politically. Then bóyá wọ́n lè sit tight, wọ́n sit tight, wọ́n lè ṣe kìíní. But they never expect that this thing can blow overnight. That that is why they couldn't. Then this is my view, my own opinion. This is my view in my analysis around everything that was happening. Now, àwọn ọmọ ìwà fẹ́ eré la máa pè wọ́n sọ pé ká lọ máa ṣe central ká lọ máa ṣe kíní kan kó lè má lọ dọ̀tí wa kó má lọ. That's how what I've been saying now. Which is why some people can manipulate from the back.
Move on. This is that you are focused.
Now you get my point. Now you get my point. That's why we delay. Because now they've seen that serious. That is why you see the pressure. That's why every one of them is now pressing button from somewhere to reduce you, to reduce the time, to delay tactics.
I know we are delayed indeed.
Infiltration.
I know.
Infiltration. You understand? Because most of all this Yoruba, whatever, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ló lẹ́gbọ̀n ló lọ́rẹ̀ sínú politician. Wá sọ fún mi àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ Fáyẹmí nígbà tó wà London. Do you think all of them gone back home? Wọ́n sì wà ń bí náà tó yẹ kí wọ́n sì ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ àti ẹ̀mọ̀ fáwọn èèyàn wa máa lè máa bọ̀. Those ones to have somebody that is trained to infiltrate. Let me give other people time. You understand?
JJ. Thank you so much, Baba. That's a JJ, yeah? I'm going to take just one call more, then we'll call it a night because it is running late. Let's see that. Hello there.
Baba.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
How are you, bro?
I am very well. How are you, sir?
I'm very good, very good, very good. And I'm actually calling from far away from here. I'm calling from Australia. So everybody always say,
it must be very
Australia, yeah.
Now, I think, yeah?
That's right, that's right.
Oh, you stayed up this early morning, I'm not going to keep it. Everybody.
Comrade, mo dúpẹ́ gan lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín o. Èmi náà ń pè ní Ọmọlù, Odogbo Ọmọlù, àti máa rí comment lórí Ọmọlù, Odogbo, Odogbo Ọmọlù. Àti wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ sí o, Maiyegun. A dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ continue o. Káwọn tó ń gbọ́ mi máa gbọ́. I gbọ́dọ̀ continue because we can do this. We can do it. We can even do it more than the politician.
I know.
But we can do it. If they can do it from London when they studied there, we can do better. Link back to technology today.
Exactly. When they didn't have the technology.
When they didn't have any, they don't have technology at all.
What excuse do we have?
We can do it. We can do it. We can do it, Babami. And the reason, so you understand how every day you are my junior brother. I'm a story in Lola. I'm a story in Odogbo Ọmọlù. So I'm a story in Lola because security lewa.
But Emma Sorolo. Odogbo shot, but the shot is even Odogbo
Ọmọlù. Àwọn ọdẹ lódògbólú àwọn àgbà ọdẹ òdògbólú àwọn láti máa ń sọ ya.
ọ̀fẹ́ máa padà open up èmi ti rí coding yẹn àwọn tó shorting yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ti máa wò pé bọ́ ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀.
Òdògbó nìyẹn. Bàbá mi lọ́rọ̀ kan ṣá rescue fund yẹn àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ti dúró bí mo ti máa ń rí comment wọn gan-an so èmi gan máa bẹ edit wọn nǹkan kan ti máa ń wò wọn. Àti dúró and Odùduwà dẹ̀ bímọ mo fẹ́ gbọ́ ọ̀gá tó fẹ́ sọ́dọ̀ àgbẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Okay, Odùduwà bímọ gan àwọn ọmọ wa tá a bí síbí tá a bá fún àwọn ọmọ yẹn láyè lébi honest wọ́n á tún lẹ̀ Yorùbá to something that you never even dream of. Okay, Odùduwà bímọ gan o ẹ̀yin Yorùbá mọ̀ ní o Odùduwà ní ọmọ káàkiri àgbáyé ó dẹ̀ ti jí gbogbo wọn sílẹ̀ pé kán dìde kán lọ gbalẹ̀ ń.
a máa jí wọn dìde.
a máa jí wọn dìde a gbọ́dọ̀ jí wọn dìde ni a gbọ́dọ̀ wọn náà lè ti rẹ́dì bàbá mi.
tí ò yé wọn a máa tọ́ sọ́nà
wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ jí a máa ní o a máa ní a lè ti dúró sórí àwọn àgbà wa. The only thing they can ṣe sí ni pé ó yẹ kán lọ re-educate ara wọn. Ó bá rí pé àwọn lè bá wa play àwọn lè bá wa máa bó káàdì tó ń bó nínú Nàìjíríà o kò sí yẹn bí o. O lè bórú káàdì yẹn pẹ̀lú àwa o lè play ru game yẹn pẹ̀lú movement táwa lórí ẹ̀ yìí o. So tó bá ti lè change wa wọn tó lè account fún nǹkan tí wọ́n ta fi lé wọn lọ́wọ́ tó lè behave transparently. Nítorí afẹ́ fikiri ilé fáwọn ọmọ wa ni àdègbọ́dọ̀ fún wọn ní ìlànà tó dáa báwo ìbò ṣe fáwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n náà lànà nìyẹn lẹ́gbẹ́ àwọn ọmọ kékeré yẹn ló wá ń ṣe léyìí. So agbọ́dọ̀ máa ń kọ́ ní pé kí n yan díẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
We don't want to talk about it. We want to show them.
No.
Bí mo ṣe sọ pé tí gbogbo wa bá so ọwọ́ pọ̀ bí mo ṣe explain ẹ̀ lẹ́ǹkan yẹn that make it happen. This is going to be one of the most structured movements for self-determination ever seen before. Because influence was my so cut across commerce, defense,
everything,
politics. Influence was my cut across a lot of things. And before you know
exactly, my brother,
we have everything back in our hands. That's why there's so much.
Professional professionals look me by professionals look me by lóríṣiríṣi wọ́n ti rẹ́ẹ̀dì láti ṣiṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
ká attract wọn kí gbogbo wọn agree láti work together ká máa ní àwọn researchers wọ́n máa release different research result and all that. ṣe tá bá jẹ́ member tó sà ṣe rí ibi tẹ́ wà l'Australia yẹn èní Monday àbí ẹ ti gba newsletter látọ̀dọ̀
èní Tuesday
tó máa Tuesday lọ́dọ̀ yín bẹ̀rẹ̀
Tuesday morning
gba newsletter as a member tó máa ti sọ fún yín activities wa for this week report from last week what we are trying to do this week, what we expected of you as someone Yoruba from that Australia this week. All those things are going to be constant.
Exactly. And then we know exactly what we have to do for
newsletter I want team okay.
Exactly.
On the 15th. Okay. Attend. Oh, do you have another one going up? And so, oh, great. Mama pick activities guys for this week. Man, all over the world. You will just pick the one that is currently local to you. But if you get involved in here, activities sign up.
Exactly.
And you come out meet exchange contact.
Exactly.
We need to bring everybody else, sir. Everybody from wherever they are.
We have to. They have to be involved, man. Everybody has to be involved.
They will be.
No, because it's a Yoruba, it's a race. This place has been out there for too long. And we make it, Baba. We make it happen. We make it happen. And God will first of all, security assessment. Mo dẹ̀ tún ní àwọn ilẹ̀ kan tẹ́lẹ̀ lò ní Yewa local government. Tẹ́lẹ̀ lò ní kí ló ń polúkọ local government yìí o. Local government tó wà ní a ní Yewa North, a ní Yewa South. Nítorí mo ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lẹ́bẹ̀ẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ market ní. Mo tún ní láwọn àdúgbò yẹn.
Wọ́n bèrè kọ́bọ̀ o. Mo nílẹ̀ mi báyìí.
Mi ìbéèrè kọ́bọ̀ mi ò dẹ̀ bẹ position lọ́la o. Ẹ lọ ṣe ìkọ́jọ́ ṣe lórí ẹ̀ fún ìlọsíwájú tọmọ Yorùbá ni. Ẹ lọ máa ṣe fún ìlọsíwájú tọmọ. Tí máa tún máa yọwọ́ lápò mi, màá fi kún fún yín. So nǹkan tó wà ń bẹ̀ nìyẹn nítorí a gbọ́dọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa educate àwọn èèyàn wa right now wọ́n lè mọ nǹkan tó yẹ kán ṣe because Nigeria, the blood of that Nigeria, ó ti wà bẹ̀rẹ̀ bí gbogbo wa sí inú rọ̀ iná bí gbogbo wa sí so ó lè ṣe kó má parọ́ wàá fẹ́ parọ́ at one stage in your life kò sí bójúmọ́ ń bẹ̀ ni but a gbọ́dọ̀ máa fi yí wọn pé òtítọ́ ẹ òun ló lè mú ìlú yìí tòrò òtítọ́ tí wọ́n máa sọ kò pé báyìí ẹnìkan máa pa nítorí òtítọ́ yẹn bó tó bá lè sọ òtítọ́ yẹn ìwọ gan á rí kan síwájú tí àwọn tó wá sílùú ẹ̀ tí ó bá ń sọ òtítọ́ ìwọ ò lè jókòó sí báyìí wọn ò lè jókòó báyìí so bàbá mi ní máa tún pè ẹ́ ó lè jẹ́ Nàìjíríà mo ti máa pè ẹ́ because máa pè é láti Nàìjíríà kò ní ṣe the same number ló máa wà lórí ẹ̀ ó lè come out with that number mo kàn need okay bàbá mi mo kàn need orúkọ ẹni tó ń bẹ ṣe bí bọ́ọ̀dù mo fẹ́ drop a couple bí mo ṣe ń lọ lè mo fẹ́ drop ẹ káàkiri bó ṣe ẹjọ́ ẹ̀kan bí méjì.
mo fẹ́ wo ojú tẹ́ fi ṣe screen ok ti sọ pé ó lè jẹ́ nọ́mbà mo ti rójú yín wọ́n ẹ̀ máa tẹ́ bá ṣe fún mi ní pé tẹ́ bá change phone right.
fọ́tò yẹn náà ló máa wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
fọ́tò yẹn ni kẹjẹ́ kó wà.
fọ́tò yẹn náà ló máa wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
má tètè rí ó má tètè
no worry.
mo máa ń kind of photographic memory a little bit tí n bá
that's good.
ó máa ń stick ní bọ́
that's good.
má lè gbé lot.
exactly.
so sir God bless you.
ṣégun o torí mi ò tiẹ̀ lè dúpẹ́ tán fún ẹ mi ò lè dúpẹ́ tán lọ́wọ́ ẹ ni o ti tó nǹkan bí almost 2.5 years mo ti wọ ẹ sí actually Yorùbá gan wá mọ̀ pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe make sense tó bá tó stage yẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ sí fi wọ́n lẹ̀ àwa wà bẹ́ẹ̀ àwa lẹ́yìn yẹn tipátipá dígbàdígbà la wà lẹ́yìn yẹn ẹsẹ̀ tó máa mì ẹ́ àkúrẹ́ tó máa mì ẹ́ o ẹ̀ tó bá mì ẹ́ àmì Odùduwà ẹ̀ tó bá mì ẹ́ àmì Odùduwà kò sí wà ẹ́.
ọmọ mi orí ìjà yèyé mi bóyá tẹ́gbẹ́ bóyá tẹ́gbẹ́ bèbè
bó ṣe wà ní àbúrò bó ṣe wà ní ẹ
èèyàn tó bá nà mí ló máa wà léyìn
wọ́n ṣe àwọn ṣe mistake ni bàbá mi máa tẹ̀síwájú bàbá.
God bless you. That is a brother from another mother and he's a great one having that chat with him. I'm taking my last call. And here we go. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Well, so I'm the last person to call now, isn't it?
Oh, you are. So make it count.
That's good. Anyway.
Yes, sir.
What I just want to say, I want to commend you for what you have been doing, and I pray that God will continue to uphold you.
Amen.
And you will not make mistakes.
Amen.
Because there are tendency to make mistakes anytime, but
I mean,
that will not be your portion.
I'm prepared to make mistakes, but I kind of understand that your mistake prayer. Okay, I understand where you're coming from. I will not make a mistake, and amen to that, sir. Go on.
Amen. Now, thank God. Ọlọ́run kàn lé mi náà mo máa wọlé. Inú mi dẹ̀ dùn pé Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí n wọlé. Now, nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé I've been following the program and I've been trying to call in things, but it's the time. So what I just want to say,
yes, sir,
that will make it count, ó ní pé gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn òwe Yorùbá,
yes, sir,
wọ́n ní ilé òfura, ilé jó, àjà òfura, àjà jìn. This is nǹkan tí a gbé lọ́wọ́ nǹkan ńlá ni. And every time we have to be conscious of the fact that you see the process of ruling in Nigeria, even generally in the whole world, only divide and rule. That thing, you have to be conscious of it, that even though some people have good intention, there are so many people that have bad intentions. So how can we divide these people? They are becoming, in the Bible, one Tower of Babel. Yeah? The only thing that we die more only we pay Oluwa die they want. So my prayer is that how you in Yoruba nation, I appreciate many people that are talking, but my own take on it is that I don't want people in contest. Because we are
clan, group,
I don't
phase out without saying it. I understand. Structure allow for clanship, allow for grouping, allow for anything. As ambassadors and the way it is going to work, you will need to work with other people. You understand? And at the same time, they never cause a problem anywhere. They are replaceable from that whatever position.
Yeah, that's,
you know what
that's
I mean
good.
Now?
So as far as I know, any platform, because realistically, we have to understand some people, they have made it their bagofmoney.com. Yes, people are doing it. But the Bible says, by their fruits, ye shall know them. For you, we've seen what you have done, then we are happy to follow it. If another platform comes and they are doing well, and we can see
support them, of
that,
course, now. Yes, sir.
That is exactly what it is. And I want to buy say, can you come and say, but every time I just go and talk on quick, they find every opportunity. I was reading something on Sahara report. I believe them to some extent. He wants to play one plan. They will come as if they are part of the support, but they want to make sure that he drops that Yoruba nation because so we just have to be careful and we have to be very watchful and we have to look after one another. It doesn't matter. There will be arguments, but once there is argument, let's just forget about it and move on.
I like that line, sir. I like that line. We must look after one another. Nobody must be left behind. I love that. Go on,
of course, because we have the same goal. It's one goal.
Yes.
One goal. You understand? Yeah, and so much if it's sort of about and so much I'm saying that it will come to pass. And they pretend to be one of us, but they are not. But on back because as the colon to yeah, we are like David. They are Goliath, but I got along. So that's what I have for you, and my prayer is that although I want to buy my Maiyegun, I want to buy my they will not come near you. So come near you, God will scatter their plans. And God will continue to make you focus.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And you have a good one, sir. I love that. And that's brilliant. Now, this is where we're going to draw the curtains because of our time. The time is really gone, and I would need to go to bed soon. We've got a long day tomorrow, which is another day, by the way. Continue to pray for us. Pray for Maiyegun and pray for all of us. And when I come back here tomorrow, it is going to be another day, which simply means that we will continue from where we are stopping. To all of you, my friends, the brethren in the temple of truth, you are great. Whatever they say about Maiyegun, or whatever description they give about Maiyegun, all of them, none of them will matter without any of you here, all of you. So thank you to all the Afeniferes, all of the lovers of Maiyegun, and the Votrons that will always say, we are here, Maiyegun. If not, Maiyegun, if you have 100 people, if you have 10,000 people following you, I am one of them. If you have 1,000 people following you, Maiyegun, I am one of them. If you have 100 people following you, Maiyegun, I am one of them. If you have only just 10 people following you, Maiyegun, I am one of them. Maiyegun, if there is just only one person following you, that would be me. I have them on this Maiegun General Politico, but some of you won't understand. Once in a while, you will be smelling them. So I appreciate every one of you, all of you, for your time and support for always. I've delivered my own part of the message today. If you are just joining, please do watch it from the beginning. There's so much detailed information there. This is not a broadcast about all these rogues and these thieves. It's about a plan, a practicable plan that many people are beginning to key into. When we finalize it, I'm going to bring that back here. I'm going to launch it. I'm going to register it. And we're going to blow it. Now, what we are going to do is going to tell its own story. We will not have to tell anybody our story. Our work, we do the talking. So thank you to every one of you who believe in Maiyegun, believe in the temple of truth, and believe that, this is a community that can make a lot of difference, a huge one outside this temple. And we are bound, we are determined to do that. Thank you very much for your time. Stay safe, and you should all have a great day or good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádùn yẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí fa. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ìfóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.